Hey, hey, hey! Can you guys hear me? Here comes a song. DM Angelo, he's the king of the game. With his friends, what's up, everyone? Yeah, take these off. Oof, these things off my head. All right, the explosion. Here it comes. Can you guys hear me? Hey, Matthew Sherman, what's up, man? Agile, I'm hearing the musics. Welcome. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Agile, I see you here. All right. Yeah. Yeah, since a lot of us are on Tenkar's channel, watching the Gamer's Health, we kind of decided we'd start this straight after, and he was going to jump on tonight for a couple minutes and just hang out. And this is our normal, Saturday night hangout. So I'm glad to have you guys here. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're just gonna do like we do every Saturday, and just chill out, hang out, talk about some gaming, talk about D&D. I got a couple people coming on after Tenkar or during when he's here. I don't know. But yeah, so let me see who's on, man. Let me see here. Yeah. And I think he's streaming to his channel too. So yeah, I do see that. So I see you guys paired. Let me see. Agile is here. Matthew Shurin. Flugly One is here. Dan, the final arbiter. Hey, what's up? Hey, long time no see. I think I just saw you about 2 seconds ago.
Yeah. I had to rush off and do my personal business.
Yeah. Is the bar closed over there?
Well, I would say the bar is technically closed, but if you knock the right way,
Hey, this is the after hours. So
after hours. I didn't know what after hours were until I was a cop.
Really?
And my sergeant with a bunch of rookies, and he's like, we're gonna go to the bar out in Throg's Neck. It's like, so we had a caravan of like 7 cars going out to the bar. This is at 2:15 in the morning. We get there, it's a little bit after 2:30. How much are you gonna drink? At 4 o'clock, because that's when bars close. The bartender goes to the door, locks the door.
Yeah, and they shut all
Yeah.
they shut all the blinds and
Shut all the blinds,
curtains.
and then he starts like making like frozen pizzas for us, and it's like, and you're there until the sun comes up. I was like, well, this is dangerous.
Yeah.
Really, Tenkar?
No, we didn't go to. I went
was
to.
a big cop
Yeah,
bar,
no, there was
but
another.
too.
There was another one. Actually, I can't remember what it was called anymore. It's been so long.
That's funny.
Yeah. Wow, the chat's going on. I want to give shout outs. I think you can see it on your end too. Let me see.
I'm not the techie guy. I was a techie guy when I used to build when I was a Windows guy, and I used to build my own PCs. And then I was like, yeah, no. I went to Macs, and then it's like, yeah, I want no tech.
I don't know. I consider you a technical guy. So
there was a time. Now it's just like, yeah, I use Restream because I don't have to explain to my guests how to log in.
Yeah. It's actually a really good platform, and I think I asked around, and you were one of the first people. You were one of the people I asked, and I think I asked Joe Block too, and a couple other people, and it seemed like Restream was what a lot of us use. So
Yeah,
I jumped on that too. It's pretty easy.
I used StreamYard, which was easy until they doubled the price.
Oh.
And I was like, for what? Now, StreamYard had a random generator. You could give things away. That was great. But Restream has the embedded chat that you're seeing on the screen.
Yeah, I like that. I like that
Folks,
feature.
if you've never run a YouTube channel and you've had to put every comment up, this is what keeps a conversation going on.
Yeah.
Especially when you have 2, 3 co-hosts, maybe each with their own channel, simulcasting, because it keeps the whole conversation in one place. So it is good.
Yeah, I mean, God, I've had streams where there'd be 3 or 4 of us on there, all kind of adding our stream together. And man, it's a huge. I mean, I think the other night you guys had one with there was 100 and something.
Yeah, no, that was
yeah, that would be a nightmare to kind of negotiate. But
yeah, no, this is I really do.
Kind of a godsend.
I really do like Restream. It's been good to me, and I did check into other stuff, and I was like, oh my god, there's just too many fiddly bits.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I don't need all those fiddly bits.
So yeah, on here we got Matthew Sherman, which I think he played in your game Friday.
Yeah,
he's telling me a little bit about it. So he says, "Yo, what's up, everyone? Agile Monk is here. Good to see you, buddy. Fujile is here. I always mess up people's names. I'm the worst. Dan, the final arbiter, he is here. Jimison is here.
a lot of crossovers. I like to see that.
Yeah, Eman Musian. I can't pronounce this guy's name, but he says, "We hear you. Thank you for that." Yeah, I did a sound check at first. And Dan, the final arbiter, became a member of my channel. Thanks so much, dude. Appreciate that.
Dan,
Freezer, the one and only Freezer is here. We got Bad Mike in the audience too.
Yeah, you better watch yourself. Bad Mike. Rach announced it on Gamers Health, but she will not be attending North Texas this year. So.
Oh no, I missed that announcement. Okay.
Yeah. Rach won't be attending. The puppy is still very puppyish.
Okay,
she's a fully grown dog, but she's still a full puppy. And we would, I leave on Wednesday. I come back on Monday. We're not quite comfortable with putting the dog into. I wanted to say storage, but to kennel the dog for nearly a week, it's like she's a little needy. So
yeah, I'm going to be gone for a week for Texas because I'm going to stay out there for a whole week, and I have my cat, man, and so I have somebody coming over, and I'm trying to get somebody to actually stay for the week. So I mean that's I know everybody thinks it's a cat, but that's my kid. So
yeah, Mike. So listen, if you know your spouse, you know your spouse, and we kept on talking about a kennel and finding a good, a border, and it's like Rachel really isn't like following up very closely on this. And then she's like, "Did you get the tickets yet?" I'm like, "I didn't get the tickets yet because you haven't found out where the dog is going yet. So I figure there's something going on." And she's like, "Yeah." I go, "I know my spouse. I know my wife, and so she's gonna go to a CNY because CNY is doggy friendly. And when it comes to, I guess I'll have to look to see if I can get a location when we go to ShireCon that is dog friendly. Why don't you watch the dog and send her? You know what, Jen Glazer said the same thing right before the show. Because there was a PM going around where Janelle was getting ready for the ladies' game, and she was going to, I guess, find out what everyone wanted to play, and Rach let them know she wasn't going to make it. And then, Eric, we can make it the ladies' night and ladies' weekend, and Eric can stay back. And I was like, that's all right.
Yeah. Man, Texas is the best. I talk about it a lot on here, and you do too on your channel. But and we got a lot of people here in the channel right now that are going to be there.
Rach said she'll find it out. I'm going to come back, and it's going to be a whole new There's gonna be a whole new shelf of perfumes just lined up. Oh, she walked away when I started saying that. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she's here. Oh, she's being. Oh, wait. Is that the quiet before the smack in the back of the head?
Smack him, Rach. Smack him.
Just making sure. Just being.
Yeah.
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 No,
Texas. I think there's a lot of people on here that are going to Texas. That's one to miss for sure.
Yeah, I'm sad I'm missing it.
I know, Rach.
Well, is North Texas I don't think I've actually ever seen anybody bring their pets. Is that a dog?
No, it's
tough.
not pet friendly.
Yeah, the other two I didn't go.
Yeah.
I was okay. I missed the people.
The North Texas really.
I miss because we do special things.
Yeah.
You know, the ladies together.
Oh, I'm gonna have to tell Chris that frees up a seat at the whiskey tasting.
It does. You have to tell him I'm not coming because I already RSVP'd. Yes.
We got a question here about Texas. I think this is something and they're asking for both of us to answer. So it says, Eric and DM Angelo, can you guys please talk about how to get and do North Texas Con correctly? Wow. Like when do you need to buy tickets, hotel, late night auction? So don't miss out. I'm going for the first time. So that's DM Greg, who's going to be on later on. Advanced Fantasy Games. I mean, go ahead and start. I don't know if there's a correct way, but
the pre-con or pre-sale tickets or the advanced tickets are sold out. However, they are selling tickets at the door. There are enough games being run, enough people there'll be a list in the main room of games with open seats, so you can see what needs people.
Yeah.
The late night auction, 18 and above, probably should be 21, but I don't think it's that.
It should be 21. You can buy tickets at the door for that.
You can buy tickets at the door. If you want the splash zone, which honestly, I don't know if you need the splash zone. That's the first 2 rows of tickets. They're like $10 a piece or something like that in advance. They might all be sold out at this point. I'm just saying. Ben Mike says you can bring pets, but we don't like them at games. But can you have them in the hotel room? I don't think so. I've never seen.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a pet friendly. I don't know about that. And it is a Marriott, and Marriott's generally they do. I don't know about that one in particular.
But I know that CNY is pet friendly. I mean, TotalCon is furry friendly.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
it's a pet friendly hotel.
Yeah, I know. They have doggies there too. But yes, there were a handful of furries at TotalCon. When you see somebody walking with a tail and it's not a dog. Yeah. I mean, it could have been a dog, but that would be me saying something very rude. But I'm just gonna I'll leave it at that.
Leave it alone. Someone says, hey, if there needs to be someone to take Rach's seat at the whiskey tasting, I'm your guy.
Oh, there you go. I had a feeling there wouldn't be people would be lining up for that seat.
Yeah.
We have a lot of fun at the whiskey tasting. So folks, if you don't know, we do cast it live on the channel. It is not a high quality event. It is oh my God, it's a bunch of gamers in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, hopefully drinking good tasting whiskey. We had German tasting whiskey 2 years ago, I think it was. That was pretty bad. And pickle beer. We had pickle beer. Yeah. I will never drink pickle beer again.
I will say at North Texas, if you're into a bar scene, it's a really good after game bar scene over there too. So they have a really nice bar that stays open usually a lot longer than they want to. So yeah. So let me see. Yeah, he says some bad Mike does say a hotel is pet friendly, but because of allergies, I wouldn't recommend them in gaming. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, that brings a whole new avenue when you have pets at the gaming
Yeah.
tables. So
And you have to get the pet. And we fly. We don't drive. To North Texas is the one that we fly to. So flying with a pet is another whole other level of.
yeah.
I don't consider that leveling up. I consider that probably the depths of hell. Because it's enough driving with my. She's a sweet dog, but she likes to. No, she likes to surf laps while we're driving, which I've gotten good at. But it's like I don't know if she'd be so good on a plane. The bar's been good to us the last couple of years, Mike. I got to really say
The bar it's a good scene there. Yeah.
the first year we were there, they did not believe that we drink as much as we drink, and we've proven them wrong.
I think technically the bar's supposed to close around 12, and it's usually
I don't think that's the law. I just think that was just policy.
Yeah. For Marriott. Yeah. I think it's,
and it's
Marriott
like,
thing.
oh no, because if you don't, what happens is everybody goes outside the bar, and then people start coming out with these strange bottles that they've acquired from elsewhere, and that's money that's not going to the hotel.
Yeah. Seeing eye dogs are important at our age. Yeah, he says that's here. Yeah, we had. So here's the Bad Mike says the bar will be open late. We have a deal with the hotel. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Matthew Sherman says the bar is a highlight of the social scene at night. Yeah, it's fun time. It's definitely a fun time. Yeah, you'll see a lot of folks there. You can walk up to Alan Hammock and rub shoulders with him right there at the bar. Buy him a drink, by the way.
Buy him a drink. You'll get some amazing stories. Alan is literally great people. Again, I mean the hotel for CNY is dog friendly and has the best hotel internet of any hotel I've gone to since I started going to hotels in 2014 for gaming conventions. And the staff was just very, very happy to see gamers. I couldn't believe it.
Well, you're gonna be doing what? You're gonna be doing Thursday night live stream like you normally.
When we're gonna do a Wednesday night live.
Wednesday night. So that's a pre-con get it on night.
Pre-con get it on.
Yep.
Where generally speaking, we do it in as an open place as we can, so we can grab random celebrities, if you want to call them that, personages of the industry, and get them to come on camera for a minute or two.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Whiskey tasting on Thursday.
Where is that at normally?
That's in the lecture room.
Okay, guys, it's in a room. Okay, and they got good internet in there too.
Yeah, they have good enough, and in there you have the tasters, and then you have observers. You have people that are just there for the show.
Yeah,
so that's fine too.
Yeah. And then what? And then so you got that for the whiskey. And what's the next? And then anything else live stream?
Friday, I don't intend to do a live stream at this point. God only knows. Rach is going to be here, so maybe I'll do a Gamer's Health with Rach.
Have her come in.
Oh yeah. But that means in between now and then I'll have to show her how to hook it up.
Ah, nice.
Listen, she handles Zoom now. She does a lot of Zoom trainings and Zoom classes. If she can do that,
easy peasy. Yeah,
she'll be good.
Yeah, as far as this channel, I think we're gonna. Well, I mean, generally when I go to a con, I'll do some sort of streaming, walk around the game, the dealer room if the internet's there, good enough. Last con I was at in LA, and it was in and out, and it was a disaster. But we'll do some live streaming there too, and maybe I don't know, jump in with you at some point or do something like that. But that's a fun con. If anybody has not been to North Texas, man, I highly recommend it, man. It's the perfect size perfect flavor, perfect taste, perfect people.
Yep.
It's such a good time. How long have you been going now, Eric?
2014.
Okay, that's about when I
think that was North Texas number 5 or something like that.
Yeah, I think I was 6 or 7 was my first, and man, I've been hooked since. I think there was that one year when we didn't go. I think it was virtual, right? It was.
Well, no, they had it. Only like 60 people showed up. They were all locals.
That's right.
Texas didn't shut down. That was my year of 3 hospitalizations. I had just finished my second. And if I had gone to the con, I would never have been able to return. Especially if I flew, because I would have been quarantined for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could have drove and just figured, I'll sleep in my car. I don't think anybody would have stopped me for sleeping in my car back then. Yeah, I started year 5, 2014.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
So now I found out about North Texas because Bad Mike was on, I think it was Roll for Initiative with Vince and whoever else it was at the time.
Yeah.
And he was talking about it. And Mike was talking about the fact that I had mentioned that I was interested in going. And I was like, my God, this guy who runs a con actually knows who the hell I am. I was like, damn. Hey, Joe.
Joe Block. Yeah, that's funny.
Out.
Roll for Initiative. I was on that because that was when it was. I think back in the day, it was a podcast where
it was a podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, I was a guest on that with them. I think in 2012, and our topic was taverns and how to breathe life into your tavern. And man, I followed that show for religiously. It was Roll for Initiative, and then there was what was the 2E show?
2E show is Thaco's Hammer. It's
Thaco's Hammer. Yes, those guys are awesome.
Hellstrom is one of the hosts on that. It's still going. Yep. You had Save or Die.
Save or Die. Yep, that was the other one. And now there's Save for Half. I think is one, and that's with the Jim and Company.
Yeah, I used to listen to those, and I used to listen to Happy Jacks, which and oh God, there was this one jackass on that show who was talking about what the OSR was, and he had no idea what he was talking about.
Yeah,
he was the one that always sounded like he was either a happy intox guy. He's somebody he would have punched at a pub just from the voice alone.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. And I remember I'm commuting home from work as I'm listening to it on my podcast in my car, and I'm cursing my head off. I'm like, you know what? If I'm cursing my head off over a podcast, I probably should stop listening to the podcast.
Stop listening to it. Happy Jacks was really big in the LA area at a con I used to go to. They put on they put on events over there in LA. Yeah, that was back in the days, man.
Yeah. And the other one I used to listen to back then, I think, was Drunkards and Dragons.
I never listened to that, but I know of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was their focus on?
They were like I think they did some live play, but it was just slapstick stupid usually, and like
Here's an interesting question from Lady of Pain. I think you asked me this question in one of my comments in my videos. Hey guys, how do you think the public would react if D&D lost its trademark issued by the U.S. government?
I think it's a non-issue because we've already gone through that with the latest iteration of the company that bore the letters TSR, and that didn't expire. And D&D is in active use. Oh, my chair just...
Whoa, chair explosion.
I just got very short.
What the hell? My chair does that every now and too. It loses all the air, and it's
like, what the heck? It's a non-issue. It's not gonna happen. Nobody's gonna wave a magic wand and go, oh, they've abandoned their... Oh no, they haven't abandoned their trademark. It's been in use since 1974.
Yeah.
So That's not a hypothetical. I think it's even worth time addressing because it's impossible in my lifetime, at least.
Well, is D&D is that a trademark or a I mean, what's the difference? I'm stupid about that. Copyright and trademark. I don't even.
The material is copyright. The images are likely copyright, but D&D or Dungeons and Dragons are
That's a trademark.
They're trademarks. The ampersand is a trademark, and that doesn't mean that you can't use an ampersand when you type it out, but that artistic representation.
Yeah, the style and the.
So, it's not gonna happen.
Well, yeah. Some of those are still around. Some in our chair. Yeah, all of our chairs do it. Yep. Yep. Wow. So I was gonna ask you. I don't know if you were saving it for tomorrow, but how did your open table go?
Open table. Okay, so quick thing.
I mean, I think
I'm not going to spoil anything. We got a lot to talk about tomorrow at 8 p.m., folks. It went very well. I learned a few things. It's a 3-hour time slot, which it probably would have been 3 hours if I had 5 players. Now I knew one canceled. I saw the message earlier. One was a no-show, which is again the logistics of pulling this off, and maybe I didn't notify people the right way. It is what it is. So I had 3 players. I had a fighter, a dwarf, and a halfling. So no thief, no cleric, no magic user to pull out sleep. So they had to play very smart, and they played very smart. And the Roll20 D20 might as well have been my little squishy ball because
oh my god,
I could not. All my dice rolls were out in the open. I couldn't roll 2 hit for shit.
Yeah.
So, but and by the way, so the way I'm running the open table, and I'm going to get better at this, is give the group a couple of days to form before we actually run it, and their jobs, their options are going to be up on a message board on the Discord, and they'll be able to say, like they chose yesterday, which one, but I had to be wired in on all 3 choices. And they were like, oh, that one, it looks like it's going to be a lot of undead. We don't have a cleric. We'll avoid that one. Again, smart play right from the beginning. But I want to give my players a choice. So when I run, I'm going to be doing the same thing at North Texas. Same concept. I want to give the players a choice. You choose the adventure you're going to go on. And if you do it quickly, you have time to come back and maybe pick another one. But I think that's how you keep it from being a railroad. When you go, oh, this is your adventure. No, you're going to choose. You got a choice of 3. What sounds best for the party that you've assembled?
Yeah.
So, by the way, if anybody who was in my game on Saturday is going to be at North Texas or CNY, bring your character with you if you're in my game because you can earn experience points. And if you're playing in my games at North Texas or CNY and you want to jump into one of the online games, have at it. It's gonna, it's gonna be the same continuity essentially. So I think it'll work out well.
Yeah, that's super cool. Yeah, that creates a. Bringing your character over and over and over and gaining experience. I know Mike Mornard used to do that at GaryCon, and early in GaryCon, I played in several of his games. I think he had them. They were called Magic Users with Knives, and we'd come back every year, bring our same character if it didn't die, and you gain a level or you gain something So that's really cool. So that you're doing that in North Texas.
And I did that with Swords and Wizardry Light for years. I let people bring their characters back and level them up. By the way, Gooch became a member of yours.
Oh, man, dude. Thanks so much, Gooch. Became a member. Superhero.
He is a true superhero, by the way.
Yeah, that's very fitting and super awesome. For this channel, for those of you guys that are just coming on for the first time. Eric's Tenkar's got, your minions, and I can't remember the other levels, but how I'm doing it here is, and I know there's a lot of talk on different, different levels and different kind of, what they're called. So I decided when I started this, heroes, right? So what's a hero, right? A hero is a 4th level fighter, right?
Right.
Then you have a superhero, which is, your 8th level fighter title, right? And then Lord, which is name level. So that's how I did it. What do you do on yours? Yours is
I have minions, super minions, and master minions.
Love it. Super.
And folks, if you want to know why they are minions, back in the days, not too long ago, strangely enough, where that illusionary company that was using the letters TSR was in existence, somebody from the other side referred to my community as Tenkars Minions. And I was like, so Fugly put together a shirt, but he put together the artwork. I made it into a shirt of, it looks like a classic D&D adventure module. Did a great job with that. I'm like, I'm embracing this.
Yeah.
Because, you know what?
I love it. I think it's fitting. I think it's cool.
It's certainly, it's a great community. They are really good people. And I just checked my numbers. After that, we're at 347.
That is absolutely nuts.
All levels. So it is just amazingly good.
That is super awesome.
And
you're welcome, man. Good to see you.
I'm going to speak for Angelo. I'm going to speak for Joe Block, Joe the lawyer. We enjoy doing these live streams. We enjoy doing these videos. Angelo and I collab every Monday. Joe and I collab every Friday. And we all want to see more people getting involved in old school gaming.
We love it. We love the gaming community.
If you get a channel and you start producing stuff, reach out to me. Reach out to us. I'll add you to the friends of the tavern. Like on my Discord, we have a channel that, I don't know, there's like 8 or 9 different old school gaming channels now that their latest video gets pushed out there in the feed. It doesn't drop into the main channel, it's not, but if you want to see what's being given and being released, Gooch is the man.
Yeah, man. Thanks so much, dude. Yeah, you just gifted Lady of Pain, C. Kennedy, Ransom House. I'll put you guys up here. Dude, thanks so much. That's really cool.
And Dan just topped him. Dan just gifted 10.
Oh my God. I was listening to you and I was like trying to I fall behind. I fall behind on the chat so much. It's so hard to keep up. It really is.
I've had people ask me, like, why is it on Wednesdays that you don't say too much? I go, I have bad mic in Jim Kitchen. Okay.
Yeah.
And I have a very active chat. I know my role. Especially if we have a special guest. I think you have more gifting going on.
Oh my God, you guys are killing me. I love it. Thank you so much. I'm so behind. Lou, glad to catch you live, Angelo. Thank you so much. Yeah,
I think Gooch just
John Miller. Yeah, we'll talk more about my campaign for sure. John Miller. Oh my God, I'm scrolling down. Oh my goodness,
dude. I think you have set a record for gifted memberships.
Who's setting records here? Dan, the Final Arbiter. Thanks so much. Another gifted.
I think he just did 20,
guys. And I will say this, and this is, I'm probably taking the words out of Tenkar's mouth. We do this because we love it. We love talking with you guys. We love the gaming community. We're passionate about D&D, and you guys have heard from me a million times that I feel like I owe the gaming community a debt because of what you guys have done for my life, and I think a lot of us feel that way, and I know Tenkar does too. I talk to you all the time, and and you just have the passion that is infectious. You know what I mean? And you do great work, man. You do great work, and it's freaking awesome.
You know, it's awesome because there's a community that, in this case, that goes along with it. You've built a community here, okay? I've built a community. When you have a community, it's more than just I'm doing a video or I'm doing a live stream. You're talking to your friends. You're talking to your.
I feel that way,
peers,
man.
You know, and
that's why I named the show the DM and Friends. Seriously, like I consider everybody that I do live streams with and talk with, and you know, all the guests that come on, and just the banter, the back and forth. I consider you guys my friends, and you know, that's a big part of the gaming community, because you know you hear it so many times. Like we sit down at the table, we pull out our dice, we open up the box of pizza. And you sit down with your friends and you socialize, you have a great time together, and you just, you know what I mean? It's what we do. We create memories together. And I don't know, it's just something that's hard to describe and put a finger on. Oh my God, Gooch did another 10. Oh, I'm finally getting to the bottom of this.
Dude.
What the hell? Thanks, dude. Love you, buddy. Thanks so much, man.
Here, I'm going to offer you a challenge. Go into your YouTube studio and tell us how many members you have right now.
Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting to the comments. I'm still probably halfway through. Let me look.
That's because let me put it to you this way: if you weren't legitimate, if you weren't producing content that you believe in. I've spoken about this. Others have spoken about this. There are dungeon tubers out there that produce to simply produce.
Yeah.
Okay. Little peek behind the curtain. Angelo and I speak via PMs throughout the day.
Yeah.
Okay. And
I'm very, very, yeah. And we're a 2-hour difference too in time, which is funny. When I text you at midnight, I'm like,
dude, I go to bed at 2 a.m.
2 in the morning, and you'll text me right back, and then we're going bantering.
My last schedule was working midnights. 2 a.m. is like early. John,
and the final arbiter just get to 20.
Yeah, no, John, thank you for the kind words. I try now. Just so you all understand too, when you get, I'm gonna use air quotes here, successful, in a community like this, for every 99 people that support you, you usually have one person who's got a dagger coming for you. And the reason why they have a dagger coming for you is not because you're successful. It's because you have the success that somebody else should have.
Yeah,
that's their perception. So, you know, you have to have a thick skin. I worked retail for 8.5 years, and then I was a cop for 20. And then my last decade as a sergeant was in internal affairs. So I learned how to have a very thick skin from all directions.
Yeah.
But you literally just gotta, you gotta do what you believe in, and but again, like I said, like Angelo and I, we bounce concepts off each other throughout the day. I spent time as a crime analysis analyst, and did ComStat for a number of years, and even did it for internal affairs. Tracked misconduct and corruption.
Wow.
So I look for trends, and so one of the things that Angela and I, independently on our own, both subscribe to vidIQ because we like to know what the numbers are. We like to see what the trends are. What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong?
Yeah, the insights.
The inside stuff. And if you have a channel and you have vidIQ, integrate it with Claude. It's free to do, and you can use Claude for free if you need to. The insights are amazing. And I will say that. So, What was the worst cop
it's funny.
you caught, John? So I was actually working out of IAB headquarters. So for a number of years, one of my responsibilities was our broken toys. So the broken toys were those that were pending termination, waiting on the PC's orders to terminate. So for the years I was doing that, I estimate that I notified at least 150 members of the service that they were being terminated under the authority of the police commissioner. And I was even doing that when I was no longer in the position, because the person that inherited that position didn't feel comfortable dismissing people. I had empathy for them. It's not sympathy. And but yeah, we had ones that were working for drug dealers. I had a cop that was a detective coming in every day that wore an ankle bracelet. He would come in with shorts and oversized socks on to cover up the ankle bracelet. Come on, dude. Just at least embrace it at that point. I had another cop that his whole team from narcotics was suspended pending termination, and he went missing with the intent to terminate his old narcotics team. And he had a hit list. I was on it, but I was on the end of the list. He didn't get anywhere on his list, but that was early on in my time. I was like, oh, well, that's good that Jerry never got to actually work his list. Would have been interesting. But yeah.
I want to piggyback really quick because, you talking about thick skin, right? I mean, once, I'm pretty new. You've been doing this for a while, and I'm pretty new. I think I started my, journey in this, October. And then I started getting comments where, they're troll comments, they're trolling and they're picking up, things and stuff. And I remember you talking to you about one in particular, and I think, you gave me some sound advice because, those kind of, it's funny, like you the millions of great comments that come in and just the banter back and forth. And then there's that one and that bites, you know what I mean? And you gave me some sound, and I'm sure you get them too. And, but you were one of the first people that I taught. I think Joe Block too. He said, just smile and put a heart in.
Listen, that's one way to do it. I for a number of years, my responsibility, I was the CEO of the Civilian Complaint Review Board Liaison Office. So I had to interface with another agency. As a sergeant, I'm dealing with an agency head and much higher people, much higher on the food chain than they in their agency than I was in mine. So I learned how to play politics. I learned how to play it and play it very well.
Yeah.
So when people come off with their "I'm holier than thou," or
make a
I had a recent one who told me that these OSR reporters or newspapers talking about gameplay, and it's a whole essay that they wrote, and I was like, yeah, dude, that's great, but you know what? If you got problems that I'm doing an intro video, so therefore I'm talking about an intro to PX, and I'm not talking about the higher level stuff at the moment. If you have a problem with that, produce your own video.
Yeah.
Again, you know what? The water is fine.
Yeah.
And if you're not an ass, I'm very happy to help you. I encourage people to come into the water. Don't expect to be a success overnight. However, you put the work in. You believe in what you. I'll talk from personal experience. When I retired, I was like, you know what? I could probably make beer. I like beer. I wasn't an expert at beer. I used to home brew some stuff, but I was like, I'll do a blog on beer. And you know what? First off, it wasn't a really good idea. Secondly, I wasn't that passionate about it. I would just find something to do.
Yeah.
Needless to say, it didn't go anywhere. And it didn't gain any traction. If you believe in what you're doing and you're passionate about it, like Angelo, if you're passionate about it, you put the time in, you'll climb the hill. You might climb it slowly, you might climb it fast. The one thing I think you shouldn't rely upon is going viral, because if you go if you get a spike and you get a bunch of subscribers from going viral, and then you're not making that material that they exactly loved,
That's actually a negative. Yeah.
it's actually a negative, because now you got subscribers who are never looking at your videos again. So just put your time in.
Yeah, it's a slow crawl, and I think one thing that people, and I'm not trying to do this, but I think it's key is authenticity too. Like the polished stuff and the kind of. I make mistakes in my videos. I make 100 mistakes, and I might say the wrong stuff, and it is what it is. It's my opinion, and but if you love what you do, you're and you put your mind to it, you can accomplish. You're gonna do good in it. So
you only get better by doing, and you only learn to succeed.
It really does.
To learn to succeed, you got to have a few failures in there too.
Oh yeah,
you got to have a few clunkers. It's part of the process. But it's one of the YouTube is one of the lowest bars of entry, aside from blogging, where you can get your word out there and potentially get known. But you're gonna listen. People that watch my channel don't watch my channel for the, wow, he's got some really high quality cutscenes.
Yeah.
Well, I like the sound effects. You're certainly not watching my channel if you're looking for that stuff.
No, mine either.
Okay, my shtick, if you want to call it, is I'm giving you BX procedures, but I'm not trying to preach to you. I'm trying to present it in a way that doesn't talk down, but makes it easy to digest. If I want to explain what I do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for certain, like, and I love that, and that's part of our back and forth, is because you're such a, I mean, you were an AD&D person, but you really kind of you embrace the BX world, which I love. By the way, you guys, I love BX, and I actually, I think old school D&D is just my jam, but AD&D is where I'm at. But I like that you take a BX angle, and I try to take I take an AD&D angle. They meet right in the middle, and like our collab videos are golden because of that. And I hear a lot of feedback is it's cool to see both angles. You get two opinions for one subject, and
and it's not necessarily the opinions are going to be diametrically opposed, but there's certainly different takes and angles on it.
Yeah.
And I think that's important. I really do. And the authenticity, they're talking about the authenticity. I've brought this up, and I've spoken with people with larger channels than ours that are doing D&D. I guess they were 5e stuff. They watched my video. They were very upset with me because I called out a number of channels without naming them, but for not doing live streams. I was like, well, we don't do live streams. Well, the return on investment for a live stream, that's 2 hours of time wasted for so few views. No, we do live streams so you can ask us questions directly. I'm doing a live stream tomorrow at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be there.
We do live streams so we're not full of shit. Excuse my language, but I mean we're real. We're not some I don't know. We're not the wizard behind the screen and the
Wizard boss. Yeah.
But
well, I mean, I don't know about you, but I love the interaction. Like talking into a screen by myself with on a subject. I mean, I like doing that. I love doing long form videos, but this is where it's at, where I can interact directly with the community.
Yeah. You get your immediate feedback
right there.
Authentic. But there's another reason why, though, that they don't want to do live streams, other channels. Live streams mean that if you have a guest on, your guest can say something totally inappropriate that could, God forbid, demonetize your live stream. Well, guess what, folks? If you're watching on my channels, all my live streams have been demonetized or never monetized because the new streams, I told the members if we hit certain numbers, we're not going to run ads on the live streams anymore.
Yeah.
Which, in a way, is freeing, so I don't have to worry about YouTube going, oh, well, you dropped certain bad words. It doesn't make a difference. You're not affecting your advertising algorithm. But they're afraid of being canceled. It isn't so much YouTube canceling their channel. They're afraid of being associated with somebody who, I had so-and-so on my show, and 6 months later, they were canceled. So now I got to explain why I had this bad person on my show.
Well, I think too, I think also too, I know you're not doing this for a revenue stream, and I'm not doing it for a revenue stream. And I think that some of these large, they start relying on that to where, if I get demonetized and then my revenue stream is gone. Well, it's not about that, and I think that I think it becomes people, that.
And by the way, when Angela says we're not doing it for, I have a pension I'm very happy with.
Yeah.
However, yes, we do make some money doing this. Yeah. It goes, in my case, toward paying toward cons, or paying for equipment, paying for stuff for my co-hosts, to make a better show in the end. It gets reinvested in the industry. I used to always joke that I would consider myself a success if I could end the month from all revenue sources, including Drive-Thru, because I do make some money on affiliate sales, to make a car payment. Now, I know people that are in the industry that do this full time. There aren't too many YouTubers in gaming that do this full time. Most of them have a real job, and they got much larger channels than either one of us do. So take that for what it will. But when you support us with your membership, you're telling us, whether it's me or Angelo or the two Joes, you're telling us, I'd rather your content be more authentic and you just don't worry so much about the behind-the-scenes stuff. Now, we all have to worry about the algorithm to some extent, because if you're not being seen, it isn't so much about the money, it's that you're not growing your audience. Yeah. And listen, we all want to grow our audience. We all want to get the word out to as many people as we can. That is the there are two things that I would consider my YouTube Soylent Green that keeps me going. That's my fuel. It's seeing my subscriber numbers go up and having a really excellent commenting on my videos.
I love that, man.
I love that. When somebody tells me, "Oh man, you changed my game," when I have 5e players telling me, "You changed my game," I know I'm doing something good.
The best thing, some of the best comments I've had is from 5e players saying, "I'm going to try that." Because there's something that I mean, look, the elephant in the room. I mean, we do kind of double click on the fact that old school's got some different concepts than modern games, and you have, but you have. It's kind of cool because one of my goals is growing the community and just kind of throwing concepts out about DMing, mapping, pressure, different concepts that we just kind of, learned back in the early 80s and late 70s when we saw it. I know you started earlier than I did, but I was going to say you're older than I am.
I started 79 Christmas break of 79, 80.
So I started in 81. So,
Yeah,
but I love that. I love it when new players come and say, "Whoa, what do you mean about resource pressure and my torch running out?" Or, "Oh, I'm going to try that with my group in my 5e game." I love hearing that, dude. I love hearing that. Like, wow, concepts from old school that get kind of ported into, other systems. I think it's really cool. It's one of the. Oh, there you go.
Orange cat for the win. Until she gets annoyed at me and then hisses right into the mic. Are you gonna do that? Are you gonna?
But yeah, I think that's one. You hit a lot of things on the nose, man. It's really it's just about the community. It really, really is. Yeah. It's fun. And we do. If you want to support what we're doing, the authenticity, the love, the feedback and the content, membership is probably one of the best. I don't know. You tell me. I don't know what for you, but I mean, that also tells me that you believe in what we're doing here, which really, that's a pinch thing. Like, wow, dude, that's freaking cool, dude.
Is it real? Is this
is it real? Is it? Am I a real boy? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, anyways, there's so much content for we got one question real quick. I don't know how much longer I know you've kind of already been doing this for a while, but there is one question here, and I thought this was a really great idea too. I don't know if you've done this and I was thinking, wow, this would be actually a really cool collab. Whoever collabs, on it or whatever. But do you guys have a video that explains a character sheet? Trying to get my daughter to play. That's a really good one.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah, because the BX character sheet is
it's very simple. And I mean, listen, when I first started playing AD&D, I didn't have character sheets. You just wrote them out on a piece of paper.
Oh, yeah. Piece of graph paper.
And then when I got my goldenrods, my father worked for New York Telephone, so he had access to a photocopier. So I'd give him the sheets, and he'd come home with like a ream of photocopied papers from me. I was like, all right, this is good. I probably still have a pile of that.
Yeah, I have. It's funny. I got these on one of the silent auctions. There was piles of character sheets, and so I mean, I have some back there that are in the original for AD&D ones, but there's a pile of them here. But man, imagine doing a video on all the different stuff for AD&D, how complex they were versus BX.
Oh God! So, and then look at like 5e. I played a session of 5e at ShireCon, I don't know, 3 years ago, and it was like 8 pages.
Yeah,
I was like, and small font. I was playing a monk. I was like, if it's not my first 2 pages, I don't need to know.
Oh my goodness. Well, I think that was Troublemaker who said that. I think challenge accepted. I don't know if maybe we'll talk about it. Yeah, we don't need.
We already have. If it's going to be a collab, it might not be for a couple of weeks. We've already.
Yeah.
We actually do plan some of this stuff out in advance, dare I say.
Yeah.
But
I know you got some other ideas working up. So I will tell you guys this. If there's an idea, man, it's not me.
No.
This guy down here.
Again, I go at least elbow deep into the research. And, it's all about finding the tools that you can do the research with.
Yeah. So. You asked the question about subscribers. I think I was going to bring that up, and I
members. Yeah. How many members? How many members you got?
105.
Dude.
That
Awesome.
is mind blowing, dude. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Those of you guys that gifted memberships and you know, it just that's super awesome. Thank you. I mean, there's a very big portion of you guys that are recurring members, but I hope you guys that have been gifted memberships enjoy your. I have a couple behind the scenes. I'm starting to do behind the scenes stuff for my campaign and things like that. And there's other kind of perks with that. And, you know, Tenkar's got some perks and things for his membership. I'm still developing that. So, but number one, thank you for that. And check out those of you guys that have been gifted. Go in there and check out the perks and some of the behind the scenes videos and, you know, stupid things that I do. And yeah, hope you enjoy. So thank you guys.
Dan, I may brainstorm that with him. So don't.
Yeah, the brain guy.
Yeah, we'll brainstorm it. Well,
Yeah.
we'll get Angelo up to speed.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm a newbie, so I'm around. I do surround myself with some people like Eric that been there, done that, and you know, it's really cool to bounce ideas off of you. It really is. And I will tell you, that's a testament to the community here. Like, you know, Eric could say, you know, forget about it. You know what I mean?
Forget about it. And the thing is, if I go and I do my research and I go, holy crap, this is gold, I share it with my compatriots. You know, that's. I'm not looking. Oh my God, dude!
What the hell? Did you see that come in?
Yeah, did you see who? Was it? You're gonna have to scroll up.
I put it on the screen. Dan,
it was Dan. Folks who don't know, Dan.
I think I beat your record, dude.
Yeah, you did. Dan is not only a master minion but he's also one of two moderators over at the Tavern's Discord.
Yeah,
there's my hiss.
Dan, that was you I was talking to. Yeah, because I get flooded on my Discord channel too with bots. And he was like, "Dude, I'm a moderator over here. I'll give you some pointers." And
yeah, no,
I'm getting to a point where I need to get a moderator on instead of me just doing it. So. Dan, holy crap, dude. What in the heck? I don't even know if I can bring up all these people here. This is really amazing. Thank you so much, dude.
Yes.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. I can't even bring up all
we will brainstorm because now we know we hit 150. I will help him brainstorm what happens for hitting that. The milestone that the gifting has gotten him at today. Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
Forget about it. Say it.
Don't worry about it. We'll figure something out.
Somebody did ask me to do my Elvis impersonation on here, so I'm going to say to you, Dan, the final arbiter. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Even though it sucks.
I'm the fat Elvis.
Jesus. Man, you know the stuff you're talking about. My friend who's here was overhearing us on your Gamer's Health and just talking about your journey with the stuff you got. I don't want to steal your thunder from your show, but man, you're inspiring people, man, on your journey that you have with the medical stuff. So
that's. We all have our own journey.
Yeah.
Everybody's path is unique, but you don't have to walk it on your own. That's the way I look at it. Wow.
Yeah.
Well.
Blur's in the house, everybody. Yeah. Just sub to your YouTube channel at Fire Force. Awesome. Well, Tenkar.
This was cool. Hey, actually, you know what? Here. Maybe we'll do this once a month after my live stream. That's what you get for your 150 memberships. We will do this once a month. An hour at the tavern, and then an hour here.
And what I can call it. So we have the thumbnail that comes up afterwards. We'll call it the after party.
Yeah.
after hours or whatever.
Yeah, we'll. There you go. That's what you get for your 150, folks. God bless.
Jesus
See, and I didn't even get paid for it. Hey.
Well, that's so much fun, man. So much fun.
Yeah. It was
Well,
good.
Tenkar, definitely. Yeah. Are you ready for North Texas? Are you got all your?
I gotta get my tickets. I didn't get the plane tickets because I was like, Rachel's going through something. I'm not gonna have 2 tickets and then sit on one.
Yeah.
So now I gotta get I'll do my tickets tomorrow, and then no, it's not an after party, Mr. Potty.
Did somebody say it was an after party?
Yeah. Somebody was saying after party.
Hey, what nationality are you?
I am a Germanic mutt. My father's side is Goche, so
Okay.
it's Germans that were living in Yugoslavia in the area of Goche, God see. And my mother's side is German and Dutch, so I am
Got
a
it.
Germanic mutt.
Got it. Yeah, and I'm I'm Chiriaco, and my mother's side is Lavolsi, so we're Italian.
Okay.
And I have we're all from vast majority of our families from Calabria, if you know where that is. That's the boot in Italy. Yep. Yeah, and then Sicilian, Sicily in there, and and then got a little bit of Hungarian in me somewhere in the back. Well, not somewhere.
Okay.
I know where it's at. And then
Europe is all, yeah. There's a lot of mixing around of, like, again, my father's side, before the war, the town was like, you had Germans and Yugoslavs living in the same town.
Yeah.
Everybody spoke German and Yugoslavian. Some families, crossed the national lines to, Slavs and Germans, but my grandparents were both ethnic Germans. But
Inner City Games Design says you two are historic allies.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't even think of that. Oh yeah, that's funny.
but then also we also like lost the war too.
Lost the war, yeah.
Well, folks, thank you so much. This has been a blast. And Gooch and Dan, thank you so much for letting me be an observer to this amazing night for Angela. So thank you. You guys.
Yeah, holy crap! This we just wanted to hang out. You know what I mean?
No, that was good. So thank you.
Yeah,
thank you all.
Guys so much.
Oh, and I think didn't my ear trumpet also start this with the gift in the beginning? I believe so.
Oh my god! If I scroll back, the 3 million.
My ear trumpet is he's always there. Like, oh, I'll just start the spigot and see if anybody else.
Yeah, I think I've seen him many times on your stream where he's just like, boop, and then steps away, and then boop, steps away, and then everybody. Yeah, it was a battle tonight. That's crazy.
Awesome.
Yeah, you guys. I'm gonna, like our normal Saturday night. This is gonna go on for another couple hours. I'm gonna have. I think we're going to be joined by a couple more people later on. We're going to hang out here. But man, Tenkar, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me, man. And,
you guys hear it here. We're going to do an after party once a month. So after gamers,
it's all your fault, Gooch. Dan, it's all your fault. I'm just going to say that in my best New York accent. It's all your fault. All right? It's all your fault, you bastards. All right, folks. Thank you.
All right, guys. And I don't know if he's gonna shut his down or it's gonna keep going, but I'm gonna, if you guys know where I'm at, you can jump over to the DM and Friends if you'd like. Hey, RM Silva, that's Dog from my campaign Wednesday nights. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, you're what are you eating tonight, dude? I got pizza over here. Dog, who's our ranger in the group, is always sending me pictures of the steak that he barbecues. Yeah, so I think Advanced Fantasy Games. I don't know if let me see if he was messaged me. DM Greg and a couple other people were going to jump on, but dude, holy cow, guys! Thank you so much. That was a lot of fun. I truly love Tenkar. He's such a good dude. He's really he's a great sounding board for the for me, because me and him kind of talk a lot. Whoops, sorry, that was me spitting my food. We talk a lot about just different things about the gaming community, and he was kind of there from the beginning for me, give me pointers and try this, try that, and we do a collaborate video Mondays where our current series has been about pressure in the dungeon crawl, and we got a couple other things in mind that I won't say here, but a couple other cool things, but yeah, I really have a really good time doing those collabs with him, because it's fun to see his point of view on the same subject, and we don't watch each other's videos at all before we do our own. So we'll throw a subject out there, and then, well, really this last one was kind of put an outline, like, okay, we started with resource pressure, and then went into the other different ones, your time and combat, and anyways, so different pressures in old school dungeon crawls, and that's it, literally a one-liner, and then do a video on it, and his interpretation. And I think we've not mixed a couple times, but generally talk about the same thing, because he's taking the BX angle and I'm the AD&D angle, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. I totally love it. So yeah, those of you guys that are and if what more? Oh, okay, I think Chris is here. I'm gonna let him in here. Yeah, but I did want to talk really quick. Oh, and there. Oh, okay, here we go. The one and only Chris Clark is coming on. Hey, what's up, dude? How's it going?
Not much, pretty well,
Yeah. Another day, another donut. Yeah.
Listening to you yak with Eric for the last about hour, and it was good.
Yeah. We went. Well, yeah. He was like, "Hey, I'm just gonna pop in for 30 minutes." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And then cool. I didn't realize he was cool. He was gonna link his channel too. But it's so much fun hanging with that dude. So John Miller Philosophy says, I see you have a video interview of Alan Hammock. Yeah, Alan Hammock's been on here several times. He's another dude that I love that guy, man. He's you guys know him.
Reveal.
Well, I mean, I love his stories, and he's just a really cool guy. If you ever get to hang or be at a con with him and pick his brain, he is one of the nicest dudes ever. And so anyways, he's been on here several times. In the last episode that we did with him, that's Boodle episode, right? And we talked all Boodle. He's obviously he's responsible for a lot of Boot Hill too. And I love Boot Hill, as you can see in the background. This is something I'm bringing to North Texas. This is just part of my town. God, I should show it over there, but I'll screw up my camera. But he was on a couple weeks ago, I think. And Chris, were you on too with that, or that was just?
No, I've never been on with Alan.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
I'd be totally diminutive, of course, in that relationship.
Yeah. You. Well, have you ever played Boot Hill? Because we know Alan's
once
you know
or twice.
he's a gamer. I mean he's
once or twice. It was a good time. So yeah.
Boot Hill.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Long time ago, but yeah.
Okay. Oh, we got DM Greg is on. Bring him. Yeah. If anybody wants to jump on, let me know. I'll send you.
There he is.
Send you the link. And if you guys want to jump on with us, crazy people, we usually do Saturday nights. If this is your first time tuning in, we usually do a marathon. It's all Chris's fault.
If I start looking glassy-eyed, it's because I can't get on the other machine and work on it.
It's all Chris's
fault. So.
Yeah. So.
I was listening to you guys while I was working on the other machine. I got a whole bunch done. I'm very happy.
I thought you were
let me see here. Comment says, "Hey Chris Clark, Dreg says, hey Chris, DM Grandma, I'm going to have to do a video on the rules for AD&D 1E that the Forest Oracle got wrong." What the heck? What's wrong with that module, DM Grandma? It's one of the best modules out there. I know, I'm just joking.
Don't beat around the
bush. Forest Oracle has gotten such a bad rep. I don't know why. Do you guys? I know it doesn't make sense where everything.
I've never played it.
Yeah, Forest Oracle and yeah, right. Okay, here we go. So, DM Grandma, if you want, put it in there. The reasons why you think it's a bad module, but it's very funny because I think that that module in particular has gotten a bad rap, but you can make it your own. I don't know.
Where'd Greg go?
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Yeah, you just kicked out, in and out. But anyways, you guys haven't played in it, right? But
no, I have not. I have never played the Forest Oracle.
If you Google the worst TSR module, Forest Oracle will come up.
Really?
It literally will. There's so many people hate on it. Mark the Shark became a
gargoyle
superhero. Oh, well, thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it.
Is Mark playing with us on Wednesday or what?
I don't know. Mark, are you playing with us on Wednesday? Okay, we'll hear from him. Forest Oracle, Dreg says Forest Oracle maps are the lowest of the low.
So they're like 20 levels below the surface, or you mean they're just not well done?
That's what they mean, Chris.
Maybe it's like on plane 665 of the Abyss. I don't know. It's well below.
Yeah. Yeah. So DM Grandma, yeah, I get it. You're trying to show it some love. Yeah, I'm not accusing you at all of saying that it's a bad module. I think it's funny that got such a bad rep. I mean, I don't know. I have a friend who loves. Yeah, it's I can't remember who the guy started with an N last word name. I can Google it real quick. But yeah, it's slated as being one of the worst ever. Yeah, sorry you guys if I'm not getting to your comments. There's quite a bit in here.
Do you want to hate on me for a minute,
do it.
Do you want to hate on me for a minute? The last set of modules I bought was the D series, because after that I just started making up my own. Long time ago.
So you didn't. So basically, you didn't. You were done with, so basically, you were done with the D. Is that what happened?
Well, I had G's, I had D's, I had C1 and 2, I had the Lich one, and I had Hommlet, and I was good to go.
Yeah.
But on the bright side, I haven't played the modules that you're running us through.
Yeah, and because we're doing the we just completed the A series. Well, in my book, we've completed it, and if you guys choose to go on, I don't know, we'll see what happens. But I changed so much of it because I know everybody's played in the A series. I like the whole concept of the A series, but I changed so much of it. Matter of fact, that last encounter that you guys the monk got drained,
the deadly encounter,
yeah, that was a monster that I created, and it was something that is not in the so
we ran into 3 Opies is what we're calling them right now. But,
yeah, you don't know what they are. I'll probably, a little ways down, I'll do a write-up on what they are. I have it kind of sketched out, but
when you add,
I'm going to wait a couple sessions because I don't want you guys to know as of yet.
Well, and when you put new monsters in the Temple of Grumps, you've got to put them a full write-up on them in the back and in the appendix. You know that, right?
Yeah.
That's a must do.
GNCM, thank you so much, dude, for becoming a superhero. I appreciate that, dude, so much. I know that Jimmy-san
yes,
became a member level superhero. That's awesome. Thanks, dude.
Dude,
So how are you guys doing?
right there, John.
Well, Chris,
I'm sorry. I was responding to John Miller. How am I doing? I got some trees cut up today, and I got a whole bunch done on ritual. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
I planted 45 flowers today.
45? Why not 46?
DM Angelo is
to drop off
or a gardener.
45. I'm a little scared because I planted some tomatoes and then it froze the next day. I didn't realize Montana, it just freaking flips so fast. And then we got this freeze and we got snow. And, our last frost date is supposedly in May 18th, but I decided to kind of, I'm going to push the luck and, push the envelope.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got some, and I even covered them too. Like I put stuff over them and it was so cold that they froze through the.
Do you have a neighbor with horses?
Do we have neighbors with horses?
Yeah.
No, not here.
Oh, because if you did, next time you plant them and they might frost, you put horse manure on top of them. And
there's another way. There's another way to get fertilizer.
And they love it. They'll grow in it.
Chris, there's another way to get that fertilizer. You don't need a horse.
Horse manure is the least aromatic of the barnyard manures, if you will.
Well, all I got to say is Chris ruined my little prank tonight. I was going to prank Chris. I can see him. He has a light on in his room. I was going to.
Yeah. First time for this first time for everything, Greg. Yeah.
I was gonna pull one on him, but I can't now because I was gonna turn off all my lights and I was gonna come on. Hey, I'm Chris.
Well, your office is organized. You don't want to see my office beyond this. It's not organized. It's no.
I take your word for it.
Chaos is jealous of me right now. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Robert, how you doing, man? Good to see you, buddy. I did some, you were saying you did some planning. So obviously the weather is good over there for you, DM Greg.
Well, it's a ritual every day before Mother's Day. So for my wife, we go out and we get flowers and I plant them, set the baskets and everything else. But that was only after I shipped out 44 of the modules to backers. So
Okay.
for the backers on the call on the stream, you're one, Chris. Did you, Chris? I got a question. Since you don't have a cell phone, did you get an email update on the mailing?
I did.
Okay, just want to make sure I got everyone.
And in fact, I got 3 because they wanted me to confirm my address, and which I did. And everything was cool, man. It all went off without a hitch.
All right, very good so far.
Professional, so far. Yes. And then we lost him again. Where'd he go?
He's back.
I'm back.
He was at. Oh, there you go. Bloop.
Greg,
I heard it too.
Man. No, I'm kidding.
He's got some. Agile says, "Hello, Greg and Chris." I think sometimes me and you ran into some issue. Yeah, we ran into some issues with internet bandwidth one time. So you're blipping in and out. So
all right.
Sometimes
I can always.
No, you're good. You're good. We'll deal with it. We'll deal with it.
For those who care, I planted acorn
there
squash.
You go.
But I don't know if they came up. I don't know if my acorn squash came up at all yet.
You're not a hobbit, are you?
No. Well, the thing is, acorn squash out here are expensive, and we like them about once every week, right? And one vine of acorn squash will put out enough to feed like a family of 12. Oh, wow. They just keep coming and coming out of the soil out here. Oh my goodness, yeah. I always wind up giving a bunch of them away just because otherwise, what are you going to do with 15 acorn squash sitting on your counter in your kitchen? Anyway. So.
Yeah. So I had so one thing funny you were talking about, I know we're supposed to talk about gaming here, but we talk about life here too. I went out and got a bunch of strawberries, made a big strawberry tower, and
there you go.
it's about 4 feet tall, and maybe it's got 20 strawberries in the sides, kind of one of those towers. I'll put a picture on Discord, but anyways, I left it out in the front, so the sun was, kind of getting on them, feeding the strawberry plants, and freaking deer, like literally, I turned my back. I turned my back for 10 minutes, and this big buck came up and just ripped a whole bunch of them out.
That'll do it.
So I had to today go to where I get the strawberry plants, the little starts, and redo it. And so now it's on my deck, 20 feet above the house. So above
plant marigolds around them too, because all the
marigolds are good. Yeah.
Yep, all the little woodland creatures hate marigolds. So
yeah. Oh
so
God,
now
you guys. I'm sorry if I am losing track of the chat here. So look, if sorry guys, I'm horrible at being the moderator here. So anyways, so what's going on? So we got Chris Clark here. We have DM Greg, also known as Advanced Fantasy Games, and we have Chris Clark here, also known as Inner City Games Design. I'm just reading the second line on your guys' thing.
Right.
Those of you guys that don't know these two, because maybe you're watching from Tenkar's channel. I think both of you guys are subscribed to his channel. Know Tenkar personally too, but these two guys are great friends of mine that are frequently on here, and I'll start with DM Greg of Advanced. He's the flasher guy that's on the bottom that keeps flashing on and off.
I'm a flasher.
He's a flasher.
I don't see a raincoat. No. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Oh dear said yes. Oh look, a strawberry.
Yeah.
And of course he did. You can't do those guys, and I've seen, and I can't believe it. They'll jump. Anyways, it's nuts. It's a big problem. We have so many deer that come down from the hills this time of year because, well, I guess they're back and forth all year. But anyways, so DM Greg, Advanced Fantasy Games, he is he just just finished his most recent first ever Kickstarter that was very successful, and
one of the best writers I've read too.
Thanks, Chris.
And I'll do this because I do this every live stream, because I really do stand by your work and your module.
Thank
you. So this is I'll be weird, and I'll make the screen big. All right, boom, make it big. So he's got he just finished this, and it's beautiful, guys. It's super beautiful. The Lost Tomb of Kazakh Mat, the Undying. It's a tournament module for Osric first edition. You can use BX, any old school system. You probably can convert it to some of the newer. I mean, you tell me. But anyways, beautiful module, beautiful artwork.
Greg knows how to use prepositions. He understands paragraph structure.
Yeah, good stuff.
Not bad for a guy who couldn't write in college.
Yeah. But anyways, and wow, I'm big here.
And thank you, none of consequence. No one of consequence. Sorry, I missed an O in there. I'm old.
We just got a, and they don't, Blair, I love you to death. This is, I'm not going to try to translate this, but super chat 199, the dirty thirsty. Okay. I like it. Okay. Maybe I missed the previous conversation, but thank you so much for that super chat. But yeah, DM Greg, so I guess you're doing fulfillment now, right? So, congratulations again.
Yep.
I think I've told you a million times. I think you did a great job on this Kickstarter. Thank you guys that supported him on this, because I quite
a few of your subs backed the project, and thank you. I mean,
Yeah.
appreciate it. Flint Forge mentioned it. Dan the Final Arbiter, Agile Monk, Chris, you. I mean, DM Angelo, you as well. I mean, everyone. And I'll tell you, I'm honored and I'm humbled as well. So, but yep, I'm shipping them out now, and I've got 33 more that I just got to print out the postage and get them out the door. So I'm excited.
Question, are you still doing late orders? Can I bring up
Yes.
the QR code, or is that something that I shouldn't bring up?
No, I don't bring it up because I shut down the Kickstarter. I'm no longer taking late pledges, and let's put it this way: it was kind of a big little decision, right? Is leave it open and have other people continue to back it, or close it down and get everything done to the folks that supported it. And I went with the latter. I think too many Kickstarters just potentially run the risk, and I didn't want my backers to think that. So it's all going out the door. It'll be done by Tuesday, so everything will be in the mail.
So you're stuffing mailers right now and kind of getting everything, because everything's printed. So I think you did show a picture of the boxes that arrived, and you're getting everything kind of ready for your going.
Yeah, the first shipment went out today, and Mark Tormino said, take a picture of everything at the post office because your backers love to see the shipments going out.
Dude, that's awesome. Do it.
Dude, yeah. I did it all, put it in the bins, handed it over, walked away, said, damn it, I didn't take a picture.
No.
I know, right? I'm like, oh my God.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, and I also took off the armband and all the bandages from the paper cuts and all the wounds. I'll tell you.
Dandelion Games 903's got a question directly for you. So why don't you answer that question? I'm glad I caught it because it's a question for you.
And Dandelion Games, DM Greg, I missed things. Did you use Kickstarter or backer kit? I used Kickstarter, and I did some cursory looking into backer kit. And initially it's not funding, but the pricing schedule seemed a lot alike. But I went Kickstarter first, and it's just, they got the brand, they've got the platform, they've got the reach. And it just I figured it'd make life a little bit easier for a new guy. So, and what was it like? I could not have done it without Mark Tormino and the community.
What a great guy he is. Too.
Oh, he is. Yeah. Dude, he's that man. Yeah. If I can haul him into a restaurant up at Agcon, so we'll have to find him. But so he really helped. And that's now what I feel, like you said, right, DM Angelo? We have to give back, right? We have to give back. So I've had a couple people hit me up to talk about, like, that question there, is what was it like? How'd you do it? What are the steps? And I said, it's going to take a while. It's a daily learning lesson, but it is well worth it. And it's for me, it's an addiction.
Yeah.
The fulfillment part of it seems like a slog at first.
Right.
Until you realize that this stuff's going to be out there long after you're gone. And with the way you wrote this, changing lives, buddy, really making lives better.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, the goal is to leave an impression that's positive, right? And I've already ran it in the play test, and then I've ran it twice now at a con, and the feedback has been, it blew me away. When your players have fun, and I'll give away a little bit of it just because I have to. At the con, I just ran it 2 weeks ago at Little Wars. Ran 2 different sessions, both set for 4 hours or less. And I pushed it to make it tournament style, right? I wanted everyone to keep moving. And that's really what you have to do as a DM in a tournament setting, in my opinion, right? Is to keep the party moving, whether they decide to quit or stay. But at the end, the boss fight, 2 completely different outcomes. One party neutralized the boss while along killing 2 of their own party members. The other group killed the boss and didn't kill any of their party members.
Oh, that's awesome.
And both just at the end, it was just a celebration of gaming. It was really fun for me as a DM.
Yeah. I got to put this comment up here because I'm being corrected. Okay, so Blair Blur says 30, not thirsty. HDU, DM Angelo, you need an eye appointment. I do need new glasses. I got a new prescription. So
is Blair
HDU, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. But yeah, so those of you guys don't know, what is that?
How dare you?
Maybe it's is that how dare you?
I'm somewhat, inside. I can, okay.
Insightful, I know what it means.
Yeah, that one.
And I also want to say, Agile just put a comment in here saying that for those of you that want to use Kickstarter, I know Asher Head of the Games Company and can introduce you to get direct support. Dude, that's pretty cool. So
there you go.
Cool.
Yeah. So I do have on the same subject. I have a question for the chat and for you two, if you don't mind. So
yeah, please.
I've not heard of this yet. So this is one of my thoughts. My next Kickstarter is going to launch in July. Okay. It's already written. I'm waiting for the last 2 pieces of art. I think it's going to be awesome. I think everyone's going to love it. However, I'm still waiting on feedback from the first one, but no one's ever done this to my knowledge. Chris, tell me if they have. Has anyone paired a Kickstarter launch of a module or something industry related with a vertical product offering like t-shirts? And what I mean by that is most sites for companies will allow you to do a Kickstarter like function, right?
Yeah.
So here's what I did is I went out and I bought this t-shirt. I had it made.
Oh, let me flip it backwards. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
And stay standing.
Hold on.
All right.
Let me get
move over the other way. There we go. That's awesome,
right.
Dude.
That's good.
Dude,
yeah.
Are you gonna have those? Are you gonna have those at Acon?
Well, so here's my thought: is if I paired a link to the t-shirt company that makes these, right? Because it's not a money generator per se, right? If I sell 100 units, maybe I'll make $100 or so. But it's an offering. And my thought is, do you think that people would want to back a Kickstarter and then also say, you know what, would you pay $30 for a t-shirt? That's my question. Would you pay $30?
Well, I've seen that happen. Yeah. Chris, you jump in. I've seen that.
I've seen companies offer just stuff that really has nothing to do with gaming as add-ons.
Yeah, it's an add-on.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
That's not what you're talking about, because you're talking about just giving them a link that sends them over there. I don't know how Kickstarter is going to feel about that. But things like coffee mugs and pillows, believe it or not, jackets. And I've seen that. Yes.
Okay.
Well, so it doesn't matter how you fulfill it. If you can offer it on Kickstarter as an add-on.
Yeah, but they like the funding process to go through you and the Kickstarter, because then they make a piece of it. If you just give them a link and even maybe a discount code because you work that out with your t-shirt creator.
Okay.
It's probably not going to thrill people at Kickstarter.
Well, what I'm saying is he would have to order it and do all the ordering and all that. But you could offer it as, and I've seen it on you have the module and you have the box set, and then hey, I want to get dice. I mean, you know what I mean?
Right.
I want to get
the thing is, if you put off fulfillment for 2 weeks, that gives you time to order those t-shirts in a quantity that was requested, so you don't have to wind up with an extra box of t-shirts.
Well, see, and that's the risk is this shirt, this single shirt, right? Because it's got multiple colors, got 6 colors. It's not just straight cotton. It's a stretchy material for fat old guys like me. Point is, it costs this shirt costs $46.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know if I'd pay $46 for a t-shirt if I was a backer, right? So that's really the question: is if you only get.
It's a quantity thing. Yeah. It's a quantity thing.
Have I sent you information on? Oh God, let me think. What are they called? The people who make our shirts for us. I mean, you've seen me. I've got polos and everything, Angelo. And who is that? That is somebodyshirt.com, Queensboro, shirt.com.
Send it over.
You need to send me that link.
I'll
tell you guys why.
I don't pay $25 for the polos. I pay about $18 for the polos.
Okay.
So
Is that printed? Is that printed, Chris?
Oh
is
yeah,
that printed?
That's embroidered.
Oh, why don't you send me that link, because I'll tell you guys after Greg.
Well, yeah, Queensboro Shirt Company is what it's called, and you can pull them up on Google.
Let me write that down.
It's a piece of cake.
Okay, yeah, because with this shirt, I did this is not an iron-on. This is like the ink is imprinted into the fabric because I want it to last. So
we did the Castle Wolfman ones too, and don't hate me when I say this. I think we paid $7 a piece for them.
Wow,
we did not pay a lot. Yeah, and we only had about 40 made because it wasn't supposed to be a big deal. It was supposed to be just a little flash in the pan advertising, you know.
Okay,
Greg, you should do that as an add-on. People would buy them, dude. People would totally do it.
Yeah, my only concern would be the whole cost factor. So I'll have to look into it, Chris. Yeah, we'll talk about it. But no, thanks.
Okay.
I wanted to throw that out to your audience just to see if they would if they'd be interested in it, because I know I would.
Agile says that here's another one. Don Samora can get you far better pricing on t-shirts too. So yeah, that's another chat.
He's got his connections too. Yes.
Yeah.
So I just me and well, we're looking at for Acon, right? So and by the way, I wanted to give a shout out to sorry, I get sidetracked here. I squirrel a lot. Just everybody say squirrel in the comments and I'll lose it. Dan, where was your comment here? Just
the one about offering it as an add-on.
No. Dan, here you go. Dan, the final arbiter asked. He says you're going to be at Eggcon, right? So yeah, I think all three of us are going to be there. Which I'm going to be very happy to meet you there, Dan. So thanks. So what I was going to say is I just got shirts for the DM and Friends channel, just for me and my co-pilot that's going to be coming with me. And so I think they're about 30 something bucks a shirt. So
so $30.
And actually Queensboro is not local to me. They are a big deal. They're kind of like the people who advertise all the time. Are you for imprint for sure? You know, they're not imprint either, but they are of a similar ilk to like the folks at imprint. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll look into that. I appreciate the feedback. I wanted to toss that out to everyone as well. So, but thanks.
Oh yeah.
And apparently we're not friends, Chris, because I don't think Angelo's given us shirts.
Well.
I only got two guys. So yeah.
He got me a shirt. It's really furry.
Hey, it's a shirt. It's a test run shirt. It's a test run shirt because Yeah.
And then when I'm at his house, he makes me lay in front of his front door, and I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. I'm picking on you, Angelo.
Yeah.
Mr. Rourke's popping in for a minute.
Mr. Rourke, how you doing, buddy? That's my buddy Fred right there. Squirrel, you say? Yeah. Fracking Cylon. Good to see you, man. Thanks for jumping on. Yeah.
And way to pronounce things, dude. That was awesome.
What was that?
Way to pronounce things. You got Fracking Cylon down.
Yeah, Fracking Cylon. Yeah, Fracking Cylon, the best. So dude, do that with shirts, man. I think that's a great add-on, man. Do it for sure. Yeah,
I'm gonna see where Queensboro is. Hang on.
The other thing too, like I'm responsible, believe it or not, responsible for getting the shirts and the merch for a small con we're doing in Virginia this year. Called DonCon, and I need some links for shirts too, because the company I use was Inc. Something Inc. Anyways, So I think they're a little pricey, if you ask me. But
that might have been the one that I used,
because these guys want polos. So So I think they ended up being about $80 a piece. So
wow,
yeah.
Did you find out where they are, Chris?
Yeah. Well, I'm on their site right now. I'm looking just to give you an idea. Let's see, 3XL. Let's say one. 3XL. 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 3X Yeah, all right, we'll say 10. Ad design, just print front, thank you. And believe it or not, currently they're at $11.99 for a 4-color design on a PC54 Port and Company cotton core tee. So about 11 to $12 is what you're looking at. Embroidered polos, as well, they're a little more expensive right now. They're running just about 40 on the embroidered polos right now.
Well, that's not bad.
It's not terrible, but yeah,
and that's embroidered though, huh? That's embroidered. Right. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and again, if you wait for sales, they get cheaper. I'm looking to see where they're at though.
Yeah, believe it or not, I designed the logo for DonCon, and we're putting that on shirts. And it's my buddy Don Hawthorne, and he we're doing it. It's largely wargaming. He's big in HGMS. I think I've said it on the channel before, but I might run a couple D&D games over there. But holy crap, Agile!
They are in Concord, Massachusetts.
Agile, you're oh my God!
What's he doing? 50?
He's gifted 50 memberships.
You're gonna break 3,000 subs tonight.
If Tenkar hears about this, he's gonna crap himself. Wow.
I need some bricks. I want to be around when he starts crapping those out. Yeah.
I don't want to see Tenkar crap. Yeah, that was oh my God, Agile, thank you so much, dude. Like and Agile is one of the biggest and first supporters of the channel, and I know him personally. He's and I think a lot of us know him personally. He's a great guy, great guy. Thank you so much, Agile. And oh my goodness, look who got a membership gifted to them, Jen Glazer. All right, you're here.
What's in the glass?
680. I recognize you. Medieval Fantasy TV. Wow. If I go through and click 50 different times, I'll probably.
You'll have to wake me up. Yeah.
You guys, thank you so much.
It'll be the rest of the show. It'll take us like 2 hours.
Yeah, it'll take me 2 hours. Someone gifted, Jason Jacobs says, someone gifted me a membership to this channel tonight when I wasn't even logged into YouTube. Didn't know that could happen. Yeah, that's interesting. Wow. That's I think if you're a subscriber, if you're not logged in watching, it defaults to the subscribers and it just goes down the list.
Oh, nice.
That's interesting. I mean, I guess that's confirmation, Jason, that happens. I'll have to let others know about that. I'm just putting 2 and 2 together. But Mark the Shark, you are right. Agile Monk is an awesome ambassador of the community.
Yeah.
Such a stand-up dude. And that's a great time to bring up. And it's not because you just gifted memberships, Agile. So, or you guys, but I do, and I have in every live stream, I have brought up things that I believe in. And I do believe in that Agile is doing.
Oh yeah, that's very cool.
The Veterans Heroes Wanted. He basically is, without reading this, you guys can read it. He is doing he worked out a deal with Heidi and Eric for Acon 3 to donate, badges to veterans in need, which I firmly believe in. And appreciate. I know a lot of disabled and veterans out there, and Agile does a lot of great work on and off the screen. So if you guys want to know of anybody that wants to go to this con that is that could be a part of this great, I don't know what the best word to use is, just reach out to Agile Monk at iCloud.com on there, and he'll hook you up. So I'll put that in the chat. Agile, thank you. And man, let me see. Agile Monk at iCloud.com.
Yes, sir.
On and off. I misspelt it. Let me destroy that. I misspelt it.
A liege monk. That's all right.
Agile monk at iCloud.com. There we go. Anyways, yeah, email Agile, you guys, if you know anybody, because that's a great thing. If we can do that for the veterans out there, let's do it. Yeah, I know I did. I typed it incorrectly. I'm so sorry. I don't know how I can delete that. Sorry. I'll leave it up for a minute here. Yeah. There you go. You got it right the second time. Yeah. Thanks so much. Wow. Hey, it's your fault, Chris.
Of course. It's always my fault.
Every time you watch me type, Chris, I get nervous.
Oh. And you can't even smell my aftershave from Montana.
Blur, where are you? Yeah.
I need professional assistance. No,
and I'll put it in the show notes too, guys. For that, I don't know if I could put the actual flyer in there, but I'll put his email address in there and mention it. I gotta do that because every live stream I talk about it because I really firmly do believe in it. So, anyways,
when my son was in high school, his friends in high school were a gaming group that met twice a week to test the Lance rules that I was currently developing then. And it's funny, 3 of them went off and went into service. And I contacted all 3 of them and I was like, hey, there's this cool program. If you weren't already planning on going to Acon, you should talk to this guy. So they did indeed touch base with Agile and went, oh no, we're not going to take the money away from veterans who maybe wouldn't go because they couldn't afford it. So the heck with it. What they want to do is get a bus to go to the local VFW with guys that were senior to them in the service and drag a whole bunch of them down to Agcon. But at least those 3 guys, at the very least, are going all on their own. So this has a much broader reach, perhaps, than Agile even knows, is why I wanted to mention that. Because the Young Turk veterans are also paying attention to what's going on, and they think it's pretty cool, too.
Nice.
Yeah. And they're playing with me again, but it's another story. It's they're all out of the service now. They're playing with me again. So.
I want to bring this up, and if one of you guys wants to read that, please do, or I can. I guess I can. Yeah. We did talk about this on one show. We're talking about veterans. Please call us out. He says we need to help our veterans. We finally at the VA. Got the veteran suicide rate down from 22 a day to 17, and we have so far to go. TTRPGs are therapy as TTRPGs as therapy works. We talked about that in the show. God, I think it was, I don't remember, was it last live stream or maybe one before? But and I'll leave this up for a second. The therapeutic what is it called, the art role-playing therapy, what is the term? Agile, put it in there, where they're using role-playing games as therapy at the VA, and
right, to draw the guys out.
Is that called, or what is it called, Agile? What's the technical term for it? Is it, I think is it called role-playing therapy or I'm not sure because I'm not a technical person when it comes to therapy stuff, but anyway, so they're doing a lot of really great work with role-playing games and using that as a therapeutic release for PTSD and stuff like that. Here in town, I know a couple veterans and that were both members of another, not gaming, but another kind of thing that they go to. There's a lot of help that they do for the veterans for PTSD and meetings over there and stuff like that. And therapeutic game masters, that's what I was looking for. Yes. So it's a real thing. TTRPGs as therapy. Okay, so I was close. Yeah. So
don't the military members that are deployed play a lot of TTRPGs as well? Like a lot of Dungeons and Dragons in the field and out. Okay, that's what I thought. So, and I have a couple friends in the industry where they treat different types of disorders or issues, and they use role playing to some degree, if not most of the therapists have played role playing games. So there's a huge connection. So Agile, 100%. I do have some questions. Agile, I'm gonna email you as well, see if we can get something going there as well. But I have some questions for you. I'd like to explore how to get a badge over to someone and what it looks like. And I don't know if there's a gift train or or a auction option, but yeah, Agile, I'll reach out to you.
I wanted to mention too, and I don't want to mention the name of the game because it's not about that. The Quad Cities of Iowa, Illinois, Arkansas, and I forget what all the Quad Cities. There's 4 cities that are right next to each other in Mississippi. Their prison system uses therapeutic GMs using a game that you're familiar with, Angelo. And they keep telling me, send us a dozen, because I send them to those guys for free, but a dozen new copies because we burned out our old ones, and gee, thanks for that. But they say it actually helps to cut recidivism rates on the guys that are multiple offenders. Which this is the best industry to work in. I mean,
Well, I mean, I could see how that. I could totally see how that could be because not to give too much away about me, but when you're locked up behind bars many years, and it's a release. You know what I mean? It's something to look forward to, and to kind of develop. I mean, think about like us when we grew up. Like, there's countless examples. There's countless examples of people saying like, "Oh my God, it really took me out of being an isolated, individual. And, I socialized with people, and I found my voice, and I found, how to talk to people, how to interact. And, just all those different things. So I could really see how that can really help, I mean, it's in all, there's another group of people that I won't name here, but we always say, and I guess I am a member of it. We always say, wow, we wish we had a little bit of this for the normal person or the other people, the people that are not here. It might help them in life. And, it's the same thing here. Maybe if everybody played role-playing games, to some extent, or games in general, and you sat with people instead of, isolating, if maybe the world would be a little better. I don't know. Then we would have major edition wars. I think, it'd take it to another level.
Can't have that.
Oops.
Oh man, Brass, I love it when you bring stuff like this. I thought my short temper and isolated. Here we go. Short temper was self-isolated, and other little quirks were just that. Turned out, nope. Don't just take things for granted. Seek help. There is no shame in it. Man, I love it when you say stuff like that, Brass. We all need each other, man. We all need stuff. And,
well, and it's also kind of a caveat off of one of your previous videos, Angela, where you were talking about the DM and not being an adversary to the players, right? You're there to support the players and make it fun and encourage them to do things that they might not otherwise do. And you're not out trying to destroy the player. You're out trying to build the player. Right. You think about it like Brass said, in that way, as a DM, you are in a position where you can provide that level of assistance, even though temporary, right? Maybe a 4-hour window or whatever, but you have that opportunity to help other folks. And a good DM can make that difference.
Yeah. It's funny you and thanks for the shameless plug for some of videos I've been doing. I did. Those of you guys that don't know and haven't seen any of my long form stuff, we were talking a little earlier about stuff, but I'm starting this, and I know this is crazy, but I'm doing it anyways. But I have a dungeon masterclass, and I'm on video number 2 of it. But the very first video, and check it out. I'm not going to put a link in here. Just go on the DM and Friends. It should be some of the newest ones up there. But the very first video talks about the DM mindset. And I am a firm believer that D&D, I'm just going to talk about D&D because there's other games that are different, but D&D is a cooperative game. I see it as I'm in the dungeon. If like my current game, I'm the dungeon master, right? But I'm a participant in the game. I don't want to be that adversary or that what's the other kind of words I was using?
Opposition.
Yeah, opposition or threats or
antagonist.
But I want to be, and early on, it was an easy transition for these guys because, in early days, because you came from wargaming and that amazing thing that you achieved was being a referee, right? In a war game, that cons, right? But so if you can have that mentality where you're just a referee and actually a participant with the group and you're learning and experiencing just like the group is, the players, I like taking that role in my games. Sure, you get, you're still in charge of the monsters and blah, 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 blah. But if you're trying to, TPK them every single time, I think that takes away from it. So that's what that whole video is about. It's really getting not being the opponents. That's the word I'm looking for.
Role-playing hit the industry like a ton of bricks because it was the first game where everybody could win. It was that simple. Everybody, the GM, all the players, everybody could win every single time they played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think you win. It is very funny. And Dog, our ranger in our group, says, this is funny. I love this comment. Hommlet Dark, which is the name of my campaign, is a great weekly therapy session.
It keeps him from beating his wife and kids, Yeah.
Oh my God, Ryan, I love that.
demonetized.
I love that comment, Ryan. That's so funny. That's funnier than crap. Yeah, it's funny because as a DM, I have just as much fun seeing what happens that I hope that the players in the group do too. Like I hope you guys are having just as much fun as I do because I have a blast every week.
No, we're not having as much fun as you are. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think I might have more fun.
Not when you come up with monsters that drain but only have 8 hit points. I mean, it's
yeah, he's having issues on his side.
I mean, I don't know.
It's okay.
I guess the monk didn't have fun last week, right?
Yeah. Our monk got hit with, and Jeffrey Johnson, who plays our magic user, is on here too. He says, "Word." Good to see you, Jeff. Thanks for jumping on, man. And by the way, at the very last Thursday of every month, we're going to have everybody from the campaign on, and we're going to talk about,
nice.
We're a little outline of, cool events or things we want to talk about. We'll fill a 2-hour show with just babbling about, probably next time I'll do a better job of introducing everybody's character so you guys can follow along a little better. So I'll work on that. Chris gets very long-winded sometimes and, it's hard to,
Chris Clark?
Yeah, Chris Clark. But so once a month we're going to get on and talk about the campaign because it's fun. We're having a good time. I think this iteration has been going on about 5-6 years overall, over 15 years. It's a really fun time in Greyhawk.
Right.
But I don't know what I squirreled on and why I started talking about that. But anyways, I just fucking love D&D, man. I just love it. I just love gaming. I love you guys, man. I love it.
Well,
yeah.
When
Chris,
Tenkar
you're fun. You're a fun dude to play. I mean, you are one of those players that I will say you come up and you pull things right out of your backside.
I do
every game.
Possibly, yes.
Yeah.
I am Gary Orr, the carefree cleric of Cuthbert. That's it. That's my whole intro.
Yeah.
Well, when Tenkar was on, Angelo, you had a question about the character sheet, right?
Yeah.
So, and I don't know, I can't recall ever seeing a stream where someone reviewed the character sheet, but also maybe built a character while reviewing it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do a crazy plug here because tomorrow happens to be my birthday.
Oh,
whoa!
Yeah, you can send presents to Angelo. Don't send them to me. Don't send them to Chris, for God's sake. Don't send
happy early birthday, man, on Mother's Day, no less.
I know. Every once in a while, it's on Mother's Day, and many times it has turned into, a little bit of a drink fest. But what it is. So what we do in my campaign is every year when it's a birthday, we age the character.
Interesting.
So, yeah. So
that's a great way to do it, man. That's a really great way to do it. Yeah.
Well, some folks have a different opinion, right? Some folks think that, you should. Well, back in OD&D, right? And Chris, I think you can back this up. OD&D, you used to, when you would leave the dungeon when you were done playing, because it was a timed event, right? That's how originally they used to run it. And what I do is, in my campaigns, is it's just your birthday, right? Because you don't know when you're going to play, you don't know how often you're going to play, but you have to have some measure, right? Some lever to pull to keep your characters aging. So I just do it on your annual birthday, and our magic user leveled up today, or aged up today. I age up tomorrow, and it's one way to keep it moving forward. It's
that's a really good way of doing it, because I'll tell you what, in my campaign specifically, it's in Greyhawk, so we use a Greyhawk calendar, and most of you guys, when you start you roll up your character, you're supposed to put your date on, but a lot of people don't do that. But that's probably a really good way to do it, because everybody has, that's something you track very easily. So I think I might take that. I might ask the group Wednesday how they want to do that. And, generally that's what I do with our, hey, if there's a rule change or something we're going to try different, I take a poll, you know what I mean?
Right.
And hey, what do you guys think? Do we want to let Chris Clark back on after we banned him? And everybody raises their hand.
Hold your hand up if you want Chris back on.
Not to try and dominate the conversation or anything, but what Gary used to do.
Let's talk about it.
Was every time, because he made us take the time and money like you do to level up. You got to go train, you got to pay, you got to do this.
Yeah. I do that.
Every time you train for more than 4 months, you'd age a year.
Oh.
And we just did, but you had those dungeons in between, guy. So there's time that went by, and he figured that probably on a year solid, you spend about 8 months of your time adventuring and 4 months training. So when you go for training, you age up.
Yeah. That's something you guys have to look forward to now that you're out of the stronghold, out of the dungeon.
And we left the money behind. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Some of you guys, and you left the money. One thing I did, and I don't know if this is a bad thing to do, Greg, and I see a bunch of comments that I want to bring up. So bear with me for a second. So they got a whole bunch of gold, right? And I gave them experience for it. And then I pulled the card. How are you guys moving this around in this dungeon trying to be quiet? And they're like, yeah, crap, we're going to have to leave this behind. I took the XP back from them.
I would.
Yep. Got him. Yeah. Would you do that too, Chris? I mean, I know everybody dropped because
I haven't run a campaign.
It was a significant amount of XP too.
I haven't run a campaign in a long time because the guys went off to the service. And so, in a campaign, I might do something like that. When we're at a con where I normally get to GM, no, look, y'all went home with a bunch of money and a bunch of stuff, and y'all won. And how cool was that? Because it's about making sure everybody has a good time at a con.
Right. Well, I think a con might be a little different, but
I mean, con, you're not counting XP at cons. You're not.
True.
Really, you're not, unless you have something like Tenkar's doing. Where he's, bringing, and a lot of people have done this before, and it's a great idea. You go to the con every year, you have them bring back their characters, and
Adventures.
I think, Greg, you're going to be doing with your series, because your next module that's coming out is actually the continuation of the first one, right? So you're going to start, anyways. I'll let you plug that, but
Adventurers League does that too.
Yeah. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that does that, but I mean, realistically, a con game that I run, it's not gonna, unless I do some kind of series. If it's a one shot, you don't count the coin.
There might be a series in you. I think
there might be.
Jason,
I thought about it. I thought about it for several years, but I don't know.
Angelo, if I can, come on, how hard can it be?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things a lot of big ideas, and
right. Well, Jason Jacobson makes a comment. He says, "Don't award XP in a dungeon."
Yeah,
For
yeah,
the most
that's
part, I agree. Yeah.
yeah, that's true too. I've seen that, but I tend to award it at the end of every session based on things they accomplished, treasure found, magic items found, and obviously combat and stuff like that.
Extra
So
event rate
I generally do that, and I'll let them level up in the dungeon. But when they get out of the dungeon, they better have that money to level up and train,
Right.
or otherwise you don't. Yeah. So that's how I play.
I've done that sparingly as well, when you know that they're in a position that, or they've gone so long, right, without leveling up. I can't say I haven't done it. Although
Yeah.
I guess it runs kind of parallel to, and here's a question to the audience and yourself. Have you allowed somebody to learn a new weapon proficiency while adventuring? And what I mean by that is, let's say I'm not proficient with a short sword,
D&D.
but I pick one up. Let's say I find a +2 short sword, and I'm going through the dungeon and I'm using it non-proficiently. At some point, are you able to, and assume that someone in the party is proficient, so they may be able to coach you? Would you allow your players to become proficient in that weapon if they use it readily throughout your adventure? I would.
Yes. So I could answer how I would do it. And I would say, that's an interesting thing, because I have allowed it to happen in the dungeon. Now, when they get out, they got to pay for it. And if they don't, then I'm pulling it. You know what I mean? And the way I do it is 1,000 XP per level of what you're becoming. So if you're 6th, becoming 7th, you're paying 7,000 gold for.
He's talking strictly about weapons, though, about weapon proficiencies.
No, I get it. So my answer is yes, I would during the yes, I would during the dungeon, but they need to train when they get out. Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I would do it. But that doesn't, that's just me. Yeah. I guess you could wait too. Yeah. Was there?
I came up with an idea on how to get rid of Chris's cleric's necklace of prayer beads.
Oh God, I gotta hear it. I need ideas.
Yeah. Come on, hit him with
a fireball until he fails his save, and then roll for the soft jewelry.
And the soft jewelry, I so happen to have I so happen to have my DM screen here. By the way, I have my pile of. I just recorded a long form today, and I was going to show off all the. I was going to show off
much with fire-breathing creatures.
Anyways, let's look what that is from Fireball. Okay, so that would
actually, I'd have it saved versus the leather thong that binds them.
So magical fire versus soft jewelry. Okay, jewelry. Oh yeah, you would need a 13 or higher for each bead.
But you haven't put things that breathe fire in there.
Yeah, I'm soft.
Sounds like a challenge.
Yeah. Let me go to some comments here, because I'm falling behind and I want to say something. Brass Monkey says, I love new players. It's like taking a child someplace that they have never been before. Everything is new and they want to play the game, not beat the rules to death. Goblins are as scary as owl bears. Yes, that's very true. 100%. That's cool. A lot. Oh, and we got somebody viewing from Tenkar's channel. Skiffy Joe's 8586 says, as a professor, I teach people the world, give problems to solve, show cause and effect in action. Some always need more support than others. Did I say professor? I meant dungeon master. Oh, that's awesome.
No different.
I want to tell you guys about, but let me get through the comments. Terrior. Oh, Jeff Johnson says, Terrior, the scourge of all undead and DM. And then there's a bunch of happy birthdays to you, man. That's super cool. Yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Cold even 29, he says. What what happened on? Oh, that's your birthday for your character. Yeah, that's for Dog's character.
And I'm guessing you're 39 now, right?
Yeah, how old is your character now, Dog? Oh yeah, how old are you?
Oh, Dog. No, Dog. Me, I'm 59. Oh,
59.
Oh.
God, you guys are old, man.
I know. I can't believe
God,
I made it
I'm
this
still
long.
I'm still in my 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the
Forever
15th
20.
time or so. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, forever 20s. Yeah, but now you're swinging weapon. Okay, so Dreg says, yeah, okay, I knew Dreg was going to get into this proficiency thing. Yeah, but now you're swinging the weapon that makes you proficient. It's how the weapon is handled during combat rounds. Okay, okay. That solution seems a bit harsh. There was a comment here on XP. I want to see that. XP for treasure spent. Okay, Dreg. Oh, that guy. Oh, that guy. The reason why I always give Dreg a bunch of crap is because all day long we're going back and forth on rules and different ideas on the Discord channel. He is one of the biggest. How would you describe him, Chris, on the Discord? He comes up with such cool concepts and they're literally 7 paragraphs long.
That's true.
And there'll be 8 questions in there. And then
how would I describe it? As a man that has had far too much free time on his hands?
Craig, you're the best. Keep doing what you're doing, please. XP for treasure spent and how you spend it is part of how your PC comes out of his or her own. Plus, it speeds up visiting the market and getting back.
That is very true.
Very, very true. I love it. I love it. I love it. Instigator. Yeah, there you go. Instigator.
Agitator? Did he say agitator?
No, instigator.
I would say agitator.
Yes.
Instigator. I try to, I try to follow because what happens is I'll read the first paragraph of Dreg's deep dive into the Shield Lands or something like that. And then I squirrel and I see a deer or something out the window and I I gotta come back hours later and remember what I was reading.
Ooh, shiny. Yeah, okay.
Shiny object. Yeah. So anyways, that's why I always comment in there. I was like, dude, what question do you want me to Yeah, so good. By the way, you guys, if any of you guys want, we have a Discord channel you can go to, and all day long, Chris is on there. I'm on there. A lot of people are on there. We're just talking about gaming. We got a lot of boot hill
We
conversations.
have way too much free time in here.
Yeah, there's pictures of food and bloopers and all kinds of fun stuff. Yeah. Squirrel. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I did not picture the shrimp that I made yesterday. Okay. That's deep fried shrimp from scratch. Did not put a picture up. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Was it good?
I should actually bring, you know what? I need to bring that up. I want to show you guys these lobster tails I got for yesterday. Did I?
I was a short order cook for about 10 years. So I cannot claim that it's my recipe because it wasn't. But
well, I was going to say with Angelo putting the strawberries on his deck, he got the deer aren't going to go on the deck, but a bear will.
Oh, yeah. We have
wake
them
up
grow wild out here.
Strawberries.
Angelo, we have the strawberries grow wild out here. They seriously do. Ooh, now there's a picture of some tail. Oh, I mean lobster tail. Yeah.
That was the beginning, and let me get
and now the conclusion of
the conclusion.
Lobster is remarkably easy to make.
It really is
super easy. I think we did it in the air fryer. It was so good. Yeah.
Oh, look at that! I saw that picture last night.
In butter? How do you expect to get your cholesterol up there?
He's got a bowl of butter right at the top, Chris.
Yeah,
he's got a bowl of butter.
Well, and with cheese on the asparagus,
he was drinking butter. He wasn't wasting time. He didn't waste time dipping. He was putting it in his mouth and drinking butter.
Yeah. Oh man, that was the surf and turf. Yeah.
I love asparagus. Asparagus,
yeah, good stuff.
You rich.
I love asparagus. Yeah.
They say that I've heard that there's research done on asparagus, and probably other things as well, but asparagus has a very healthy and cleansing effect on the body, where I believe, I've never read it, but I believe that there was actually a test done on cancer patients with eating asparagus, and that is the result is that the asparagus had a positive impact on cancer growth and the effects.
Really?
Yeah, as in like, because when you smell the flowers after you eat asparagus, I'll keep it clean so that we don't get demonetized. I'll
Right.
let Chris do
Yes.
that. So when you smell the flowers or the flowery scent, that is actually your body detoxing after eating asparagus.
Yes. When the
Really?
birds fall from the sky after you've eaten asparagus. Gotcha. Yeah.
Oh, that's a whole different thing. That's when the foo shits wear it, right?
Well, by the way, that grows wild out here too, Angela. The strawberries, asparagus, yeah.
Yeah.
But don't wait till it's this big around because it's woody as heck when you.
Oh yeah, yeah. You got to get skinny asparagus.
Yep.
Yeah, those were big fat ones from. They were probably pumped with something, but I think we got them at Costco.
Just get some horses. I'm telling you, that's all you need.
Yeah, I grew up with horses, so
Okay. Well,
I get it.
Or a clan of gypsies.
what?
Yeah. So yeah. Let me see. I make some great pickled asparagus. Oh, that sounds awesome. Sebastian Expander.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, freshly grilled is the best. I'm with T on table there.
Yep, pull grill with butter garlic. Yeah.
Yep.
So back to a subject we started talking about many moons ago, I think. So you're fulfilling, you're getting ready for your next one in July, Greg, and yeah. So what do we know about the new one coming out, or is it we want to save that for another time?
Well, your call. I'm more than happy to enlighten the audience because there's many of your audience that are backers, and again, I'm humbled. But here it is. It's already written, and one of the, I think, and I hope the audience feels the same, one of the coolest things, besides it's a pretty damn cool adventure, is that I'm going to do a optional trifold GM screen as a cover. And I'm going to go with a higher quality, more of a cardboard stock than what I used last time.
So 13.
Just like what Angelo had up, right? The GM screen, the first edition GM screen, that thicker cardboard, it'll be a trifold. And envision this. So if you're sitting with the GM screen in front of you, like that, and it's a trifold. So, excellent. That's a fourfold. Ooh.
Yeah, this is I got the trifold is the one that came with it.
Okay.
This is
So envision on that as a trifold. And the center outside is going to be a super cool piece of art. The two left and right outsides that face the players are going to be the cover and the back cover. On the inside for the GM, I have two blue maps, one on the left, one on the right, 2 levels of the dungeon, full screen blue map. So they're 8.5 by 11 this time.
Cool.
And the center is going to be hand-drawn portraits of each of the player characters with their name underneath.
You told me about that. Yeah.
So the GM doesn't have to think so hard about who's who. You can see the image. You can know if it's female or male. You can know if it's an elf or a human. You know the name of the character, so that when you know that Angelo's playing the dwarf, you know, and you can see the name, you can see the image, and that's going to be a future cardstock potential inclusion in the third one, where the player cards will come into effect. So it's kind of an evolution. I'm trying to think of creative, evolutionary ways of bringing more to the table. So
we did in the late 90s, early 2000s, we did something called character dossiers.
Yes.
Which was a two-fold character sheet, and the front fold had on it what everyone would see if they just ran into your character. So a picture of your character, what you're telling them your race and class are. They don't have to be accurate.
Right.
Okay. And then all of the secretive information, of course, on the inside of the character sheet.
Yeah.
Yep.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
So I
that's
think-
pretty cool that you're going to do that. Are you using the same artist?
I have used the same artist. I have.
Oh, that's cool. I love his stuff, dude.
Yeah,
and
he's
he's
good.
Italian.
He does a
And
good
he's
job.
Italian, which
Yeah, and just to let you know, kind of like how I approach the relationship with these creators, kind of like you, right, Angelo and Chris. I've offered, if you guys need help, I'm more than happy to help out, right? Whatever I can do. We set the costs, and he's doing such good work that I felt, you know what, I'm going to pay you more for these 2 pieces.
Yep.
More than you're asking.
Yep.
And that goes a long way.
It does. It does.
And Chris, you kind of taught me that, right? When I did the 2 pieces for Castle Wolf Moon, you said, Greg, I'm going to pay you. And this is what my rate is. And I said to you, right? What did I say? I said, I'm not doing it for the money.
I know that, but I told you I didn't want our kids fighting over it 10 years from now or 100 years from now.
yeah.
Right. They didn't fight over the $12.14. Yeah.
Well, I've been exposed to the Gygax family, and no. Well, I was gonna say, we did a 4-fold GM screen for Legendary Adventure.
There you go.
And
nice.
I like
is it? Wait, you're showing them that? Isn't that my copy?
It could be.
Yes,
I actually have about 40 of these left.
Okay, I'll take one.
Okay, this one's yours because it's out now, and it'll probably get all cigarette smoke.
Oh, that's perfect. I love my stuff with the smell of smoke.
Some tar on it, yeah.
And Cheetos. Don't forget the Cheetos.
The other thing we did with that one was we made it, instead of being 11 inches tall, we made it 9.5, so it had a low overlook.
Oh, I didn't think
because you want to not have to be doing this all the time to see if you got miniatures out and whatnot. So,
dude,
what do you think about that, Chris?
So that was a problem for me. So
what do you think about that? 9 inches versus the 11-inch height. What do you think about that? Better?
I like it, but I might be an aberration. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time. So yeah.
Huh.
I think that's a great idea, doing the portrait, not portrait, but the what would you call that?
Images.
The images of the character. Because and that really that brought me right back to I don't use them personally, but do you guys remember the character codex from Judges Guild back in the day? Do you guys remember that? And one thing I really liked about this, and I have a copy of it here. One thing I really liked that was the portrait that that was done on each of the sheets. Like here's the fighter, right? And I'm gonna mess the name up of the artist.
That's Jack Ways. That's
Paul. Janelle. Sorry.
I just always mess up her last name. But yes, Janelle. But I love these. I loved these. Because and here's the dwarven or the gnome illusionist, and here's the half orc fighter. I mean, these are great. Here's the human fighter. And let me do one more. Here's the human cleric. But I mean, there's always added a lot of flavor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here's a human female thief, because I'm not an artist, so like I had to steal portraits and things.
Well, if you do character sheets that will stand up on the table and yet be able to be read from the other
that's
side.
a great idea, dude.
Well, they sold like hotcakes. We sold through the whole bunch of them, and I didn't reprint because I didn't have the money at the time. But and people loved them because again, you didn't have to. Well, who's your character? Introduce yourself to the party. It's right there. It's right there. Yeah.
Well, I think it plays into that immersion effect, right?
It does.
When you have,
I mean, the more real we can get in our game, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like visuals and
especially at cons too. People don't know that well, and they're always looking for the name on the badge, but they don't have to. If it's on the character sheet, they'll call each other by their character's name. During play, and it enormously aids immersion. Yes.
Yeah.
We used to use.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, we used to use those little cue cards, right? You'd bend them in half,
and
you'd take a marker and you'd write your name and your character's name on it so everyone can at least see it. So yeah, Chris, no, I 100%. I think
I might have some of those handy. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know what I got, and a friend of mine gave me these a long time ago. I mean, probably 20 some odd years ago. I have these little, like kind of plastic triangle. And you can slide an index card in each side, And so I have just the right amount for a table. I think I have 6 or 7 of them, probably 6. And I usually pass them out to the players at the table so everybody can see who's who. And a lot of really artsy, people will sketch their character really quick and put it on the, I think that's super awesome because then, everybody can see, that's not Chris Across, that's Terry Orr, that's the name on top. And there's a little.
Your table assignment placards for weddings and things is what they're
exactly. Something very similar to that. Yeah. It's a little kind of clear. That's what I use when I do throw a game, obviously not for Boudil. There's no need because everybody's dead in round 2, but one shot for D&D. I'll bring him when I run my stuff in Acon. But yeah, that's cool, man. That's a great idea, Greg. Seriously.
Before I forget, and I wanted to ask this of Greg, 5 years from now, and you've got 5 adventures out there. The adventure that's 5 years old, I can buy where?
Let's assume the first one, right? This one I just ran, which is The Lost Tomb. The Lost Tomb was designed as a limited print item.
Okay.
However, we have not reached the numbers where I was psychologically setting a limit, right? So we're not there yet. However, I have given it some pretty deep thought, and I met with the guy Steve at Roll20.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah. So I met him at Little Wars, and we had a nice conversation. Great guy, offered to help. Point is, so he works for Drive-Thru.
Drive-Thru and Roll20. Yeah.
So we had a nice conversation. So Drive-Thru is going to provide the PDFs for me. It's just simple, dimple. I'm a new guy trying to produce something for the community.
That's cool, dude.
So I'm going to do the PDFs through them. And what I think is I can keep my promise, and I'm huge on that. I want to keep my promises, right? The promise to keep a limited print of the module itself that your backers on here have purchased is truly limited, because if I don't reproduce it, it's restricted. But that doesn't mean that I can't do a print on demand through Drive-Thru, because that whole print on demand is an entirely different product, right? It's all bound differently,
right?
The cover is not separate than the body. It's a whole different paper stock. It's printed by someone else, and you really can't take it apart and use it as you would this one, although it's the same module.
If you're worried about it, if you're worried about it too, Greg, wait till you have 3 of them and put them together in a single cover format and sell them that way, because then your originals are still as collectible as they ever were. Believe me.
That's true. That's true. I mean, there's options. And Chris, so that's my best answer for right now is I'm thinking, and I haven't decided yet, but I'm thinking print on demand through Drive-Thru. But 5 years from now, who knows where I'm going to be? But I would say
you should.
2027, I think, and I'm going to save it. 2027, I've got a really neat idea.
Okay.
So that if I can get the second one done in July, which is the plan, I'm going to take the rest of the year to plan for the 2027 launch. And I'll just say, just think box. Just think box set.
The beauty of Drive-Thru is you never have any in stock at your office. You don't need them.
Right.
They print them, they fulfill them, they send
and they
them
do a good job. Their print quality is very good. I mean, I bought some stuff off of there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and they've got the platform, and it's easy for the customer, right? You want to make it easy for everyone.
I'm trying to make it so that you can early retire to your gaming career as your entire life and just enjoy yourself. And
okay.
Well, Greg, you keep putting out stuff like this last module, dude.
Yeah. No, it's inevitable.
I'm telling you, I have a big, and I've said this already. I know I repeat myself a lot, and I'm not trying to blow your head up, but I'm bummed that I didn't play in it before I read the damn thing. I'm freaking bummed because I like the theme too. Like I'm very big on themes. Like I don't want a beholder in one room and then a goblins in the next room, even though that happened in our campaign. But the beholder was there for a reason.
Right.
I don't like you got goblins over here, and then you have a group of halflings, and then you have what I mean.
It's symmetry.
Thank you. I little words, dude. Little words. Okay.
I don't know where I came up with that. I don't even know what that word means.
Little words to me. Like I'm a little word guy.
Right?
No, but I mean that's great because that kind of stuff I love that. I mean, I don't know if everybody else loves it, but I love it because it's a very there's a very specific theme to what you're doing.
Everything
right?
that's in there makes sense. Yes.
Everything like
you.
Look, I don't know. I know a lot of DMs that don't give a crap as far as things make sense. I know a lot of players that don't care. They just want to see the next.
They just want to kill stuff.
But I love it when the ecology of the dungeon, makes. Is that the right word? Ecology,
yes.
right? Yeah. The ecology of the dungeon makes sense, and because that, to me, a player, if I'm playing it, I'm going to lean in on that. I go, interesting.
Right. I was always outraged that the goblins would stay in a cave next to the huge spiders. No goblins would do that.
No.
They'd either move somewhere else or they'd get eaten by the time your party got to the dungeon. I mean,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's very true. Unless they spoke spider.
Or had trained them or something. You need a reason.
Yeah, there's got to be a reason.
Yes.
I don't think I would trust a giant spider.
It depends. Spiders can be pretty smart.
I don't care if they're trained or not. I really don't want to live next to
spider.
Dude, I freak out with spiders. I have a story when I was a kid. I will not tell it, but I woke up in the middle of the night after playing with a banana spider on the side of the house. And I saw one while I was sleeping in the middle of the night fall between my legs. I jumped out of bed so fast, couldn't find anything, went back to bed, woke up. There it was between my legs, breathing. It was so big, I could see it going up and down. It was huge.
They're the size of orb spiders. The bodies are
huge.
It
was enormous.
How about that? How about that episode of the Brady Bunch? Remember when they were in Hawaii? Wasn't it Hawaii? And there was a spider in the room or something. Do you remember that back in the day?
I remember the Hawaii episode. I don't remember the spider.
I don't remember the spider.
Wasn't there a spider?
I didn't. Binge
no, there was a taboo.
Wasn't
it a voodoo doll or something, like a taboo ornament that they found in a cave?
Maybe.
Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm thinking of something totally different. Yeah.
I think you binge watch way too much Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I mean, it was on when he came home from school, so.
Out here we got the wolf spiders.
Oh yeah, we got them here too,
your home if they get big enough, and they don't spin webs. They go out and hunt.
Yeah,
and so you could be just sitting there, and all of a sudden, runs across the wall. It's like, yeah, But they're smart.
You've got cold weather that'll help correct that, Chris. I go to Tennessee every year in November, and in November it's bad enough. Imagine the summer when you're walking through the woods, and you turn on a light at night. You see millions of eyeballs looking at you. Millions of eyeballs. And they're all spiders.
They're all spiders.
It's freaky.
Yeah. Well, the nice thing
I lived in the woods for 3 days. And I
keep the rest of the bugs out of the house, though, so I try not to kill them. I just try and get over it. But, And if you live near water, you're within 3 feet of a spider anytime you're awake.
Yeah.
Or asleep, for that matter.
See what Dreg said? Dreg just typed in, wargs protect goblins from spiders. He's correct. A warg will eat a spider. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, then the goblins should have had wargs in their little enclave in the cave.
See, Frankie called it out, Angelo. He said that.
He said the tiki curse. I don't know what episode I'm thinking of. I don't know why I thought of that.
Get off the Brady Bunch, okay? It's not helping you. Your reputation is going down steadily just because of the Brady.
Hey, this is all a big hallucination to me. So.
Marsha.
Marsha. Dreg says he saw a spider in Taipei the size of a wall.
Well, that's only because the walls are so small in Taipei. That's
Tracking Cylon, the Tiki curse. Yeah, they were cursed by the Tiki in Hawaii. Vincent Price co-starred. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna have to start a new YouTube channel on the Brady Bunch now.
The Brady Bunch. Yeah, we'll branch out. Yeah.
Brother Angelo.
Yeah. I don't know if we'll dive more. We'll definitely dive deeper into Greg, your next Kickstarter. I want to definitely talk about it a lot here. I'm very excited.
Appreciate it.
You've kind of given me a little sneak peek. behind the scenes, and I'm super excited for you to share it with everybody. So
I'm enjoying writing it, Angelo, and that's kind of my first scale. Is I look at it not just as someone who's producing something. It's would I like to play in this? Right? Is it fun?
Yeah, that's fair. That's super fair. Yeah. So I want to switch over to to Chris and tell us what's new with.
I want to tell Brass first that my wife is also named Marcia.
I know. I was going to say that.
It's worse. She's Marcia Clark, and she's a lawyer, but she's not that lawyer. I'd have a lot more money. Anyway, I spent today turning this incredibly complex Ritual of the Golden Eyes map into a 3D diorama that is not yet complete, but is well along on its way. And this, believe it or not, is only about 60% of the Dwarven city that can be visited during Ritual of the Golden Eyes. It's good.
Is that diorama going to be ran at North Texas? I think you said you were, right?
How can I put this? You bet.
Okay. That's what I thought. Yeah, because I knew you were working on. I knew you were working on the working on that. But yeah, dude, I can't believe we only got a couple more weeks.
Oh, I know.
Dude, I'm not ready either. I'm not ready with. I gotta kind of. I gotta.
I'm still making my Western Town in 54 millimeter.
Yeah.
So we can play some war pigs, baby.
I got all I got all my physical stuff ready. I just need to put together some of the cheat sheets and stuff like that I wanted to be able to hand out to everybody to kind of optimize. Is optimize the right word? Where just to run combat a little bit quicker. I have a kind of a new system I'm doing with Boot Hill. So I want to hand out things. So I need to type all those up and well, it would be fun. So so that's cool. So you got that kind of going, or you're creating everything.
And that one will get finished. I got to do the shopping mall being transformed into the ranch. If you know if you remember that one, right? Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Inner City. And there's one more. Don't help me. I can do this. Oh, and I have to touch up the display for Fire in the Sky for Lance. That's it. I'm good. Other than that.
I can't wait, Chris. I can't wait.
Greg, have you ever played any Inner City with Chris?
I have not.
There's Marcia.
Keep it clean.
Good
night. See you later.
Yeah, we're talking Brady Punch.
Thanks for letting Chris play.
Anyway.
Thanks for letting Chris play. Have you ever played any Inner City with Chris?
I have not.
So.
Not yet.
So he's got to jump on our Friday games when you start that back up, and when the con season kind of starts slowing down.
Well, I get you through the 7 books for the Kickstarter, and then I get a break. I do.
Yeah.
There are people who think I don't, but I do. Trust me.
You need one. You need one.
Yeah.
In that hiatus period, I mean, obviously, now you got this project too, but in that hiatus period, Chris was running Lance and Inner City and Friday nights, and there was a whole slew of us, a lot of the guys from the gaming group that we have, and others too that were playing. And that's a blast. You would probably like it. It's
it's just a violence roller coaster with a lot of jokes thrown in.
It's kind of like like Gangbusters on steroids, even more than that. I don't know. Gangbusters
GTA, but not quite so serious.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto. There you go. Yeah. A non-serious version of Grand Theft Auto.
With parodies of every cop show you can remember from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Yeah.
Fish.
Wait a minute. Wait, I think somebody's going to call you out.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
and I did. Brass doesn't know. My wife and I have been together, believe it or not, with a few little rocks in the stream, but since we were 17. So, yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
But I always get some sugar before she goes to bed.
Okay. PG.
She may be poisoning you slowly, Chris. One kiss.
She'll do it all
that would be the way.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why Chris is the way he is.
I think the list of reasons.
A little bit on the lips, so it doesn't ingest it, but there we go.
Which
and
way
then he goes like this afterwards?
Okay, all right.
Which way is
No,
he?
or it could be that's why he stays up till 5 a.m. writing. So
Right.
Nobody else will do it. Is why I stay up till 5 a.m. writing.
Angelo, I was the one who asked when Tenkar was on, and I just want to make sure I understand. I guess a question I have is regarding North Texas. I'm going next year. Okay, so it'll be my first visit, and the question is, I'm going to fly in. I'm not going to drive. I'm just going to go. The first year is going to be all fun and games, right?
All right.
yeah, of course.
The hotel sold out, right? The main hotel sold out. Is that correct? Does that
I don't
sound
think
right?
for next year it is it?
No,
Well,
for
I'll
this
give
year.
you, I'll give you a little
Yeah.
secret on that, but go ahead.
So my question really is around when should I start logging on and trying to? What do they announce it, and where do they announce it?
I do this every year. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Around December is when they
Okay.
open up badge registration. Okay.
There you go.
I get a badge number every single time. I'm probably one of the top 50 numbers of
Okay.
badges. I get it that
December.
quick. Yeah,
Okay.
I get it that quick because I go every year. Now there has been a couple years, or like 1 year, I got COVID and couldn't go. So, and Stephen Clements found out he roused me for that because I guess he signed up for one of my games and I dropped out last minute. Anyways, so long story short, so I get my badge very early December, right?
Okay.
I think around March or no. I think around July is when they open up submissions for the for games, right?
Okay.
I think it's July, right?
It might be
August, but it's no later than
It's
that.
right after the con.
They
It's a month or
they
two.
really want them in by the end of February, no later. They really want all of
it's pretty early on for submissions of games.
Okay.
I can find out exactly for you, but so I get my badge right when they open it up. Get on the North Texas Facebook group because you're pretty active on Facebook. So get on there. They always announce it there.
Yep.
And then you can get your badge very quickly. They don't sell out very fast, but this year they did sell out. And they always factor in 10% people,
Falling out. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So get your badge early. If you're going to run games, they'll announce that too. But as far as rooms, it's a Marriott, right? So you can go on very early and use the code. They'll announce the code.
Okay.
And you can get your room. The rooms are super affordable. I think it comes out to be 100x, for per room per night. It's cheaper than most cons.
So December is when I need to get ready.
Get ready, and I'll let you know. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it more on here. But what I do, because a bunch of us from the gaming group come, this year specifically, I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4. One guy had to back out. I'm not even including Chris, because Chris is a special guest. He's does his own.
He's impotent. Yeah. I mean, important.
He's important.
Yeah, you're both right.
But I get 3 rooms.
You're a really special guest.
Yeah.
You get
you're the guy. You're the guy who sells out.
Yeah. So I got my own, and then 2 guys usually get in the other one, and then 2 other guys in the other one. So that's what I do.
But he gets all the Marriott miles
because they will sell out. But I don't know. You can call the hotel and find out. There might be some openings now, but you're not going this year.
Okay, so November, December timeframe, just start getting ready and keeping an eye out. Okay, cool.
The other thing is, depending on whether you prefer theater of the mind or not, because I know, for instance, Tim Kask would flatly refuse to use even figures, let alone anything else. It was always theater of the mind. But if you want to run your stuff a little bit 3D, bring a battle mat, because you can have those custom made so that they look exactly like your dungeon, but with squares big enough for figures. Figures, character sheets, and your module. That's all you need to bring, and they'll all fit in your suitcase.
Yeah. And
then you get a nice visual display to run your adventure too.
Thanks for pinning Brass's question. I wanted to answer that one too. So, but yeah, thank you. That's Chris. That's good advice. Absolutely. I've never been there, and I know it's fly in, shuttle over, hang out for 3 days.
Yeah. You don't even have to get a car or anything. It's literally, I mean, to be honest with you, I'm driving this year, and we usually have, because we all go out, it's in restaurants sometimes. The food there is great. You don't even have to.
It is, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
you don't even have to leave. But we have an annual thing where we go to a barbecue place, and it's stuff like that. But so somebody always has a car, we jump in it. But
I'm never invited, but yeah, they always go.
well, because you're
Chris.
Yeah, you're Chris. You don't have to. Everybody, they pay for everything for you. So
is that late night auction? Does that late night auction have a limit to it? The number of
it won't sell out. It's
Right.
such a big auditorium style thing that you can get a ticket when you get there. Yeah, and it's a lot of fun. The auction and the silent auctions and the midnight auction are really awesome. And it's a show. It's a fun thing. The midnight auction. Sure. It's an experience. You should go. But yeah, you don't even have to. You fly in and they have a free shuttle. It's I'm telling you, it's like one of the. It's one of the easiest, peasiest, like no nonsense cons, and I like that because when they start getting so big that it's a logistic nightmare,
right?
That's why I've stopped going to other certain cons. I don't want to badmouth anything, but it's just too much. It's too much of a hassle.
Cool. Thank you. I wanted to add that to my list. So.
What's really great too about it too is everybody is there. It's not like, oh, I'm there and they're over there hidden. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a very community, very everybody's available. If you want to go up and talk to X, Y, and Z, the special guests,
the farthest after friendly, maybe 200 yards. I mean,
Yeah, it's not a That question is
cool. You want me to let me answer Brass Monkey's question?
So, oh my God.
Yeah.
Answer that question, and there's a couple other ones here we'll get to too. So Greg says, how long would go ahead.
All right. So the question about how long should it take to complete a run through of the module, the Lost Tomb of Cascoot Mott, and would I like feedback on it? I'll take it in reverse. Feedback, 100%. I want feedback, good or bad, indifferent, and everyone has an opinion, right? I've already had someone give me some feedback, and I said, I will consider that. And it was about changing the product pricing and making an alternative offer. And I wrote it down. I've got it to consider. So any feedback, truly appreciate it and appreciate your time. First part of that question, which is how long would it take? The module was designed and has been run thrice in less than 4 hours. Twice at a con 2 weeks ago, which to me was the real test, right? I could do a play test with my gaming group and we get it done in less than 4 hours and they have good feedback. We make modifications and we go to print because we're happy and it's solid. But running it at the con, those 2 different times, I ran it on Friday night and I ran it on Saturday morning. 2 different groups. And actually I had 2 players come back and run in the second one too. That was interesting. They played different PCs and they were professional enough not to give anything away. It both got done in less than 4 hours, but you're pushing up against 4 hours because one, the idea is most time slots are 4 hours at a con, right? You lose people after 4, whatever.
Yeah.
But you have to, for DM advice on running that module, like I said earlier, you're part of your job as a GM, in my opinion, is to keep the game moving. Yep. And at a con, right, Chris? At a con, you have to, because there's nothing worse, in my opinion, than never finishing something, right?
Yeah.
So, Brass, you can get it done as an average to good DM. You can get it done in I was done in 3 hours and 40 minutes. Spent the last 20 minutes of each session talking with the PCs, reviewing the gameplay, asking their questions, even sitting around and just kind of chit-chatting. And it was 3 hours and 40 minutes. And there was pressure, right, Angelo? There was pressure on the DM.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
To make it happen. And there was pressure on the players. And the one thing that I found at a con also is you don't have the knowledge, the foreknowledge of the players' abilities, their skill level. Right. So you're going to have a range and you have to accommodate for that. And that module, Cascoot Mott, allows for an average to good DM to get all levels of skill done within 4 hours.
The thing is, con players don't know how you think either.
That's true. That's true. That's an advantage.
When you get to be my age, Sonny. No, unfortunately, all of my play testers know how I think because they've been gaming with me for 30 years.
Right.
So they already know, oh, it's going to be one of those Chris tricks. Don't go in. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Versus at a con, no. Yeah. So it can take a little longer running at a con.
Right. Well, and it's a good thing too, is the way it was written, and it makes multiple references to time. And Angelo, another plug for you, right? Time is one of your pressure situations. You've done a YouTube video on it. And time for the players, I would remind them that a minute of sitting here is a minute of game time. So we have 3 hours and 40 minutes to get this task done, right? It's that simple. We're done. And when they know that there's an end time, the players will tend to keep things moving with you. I think it makes it easier. So I hope that answers your question, Brass.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, and thanks for the support.
You're one thing I was going to just piggyback on you. It's a tournament style module. So I mean, you have the rules for that, which generally tournaments are, for now the ones that come out are 4 hours. You could do that in 4 hours easily, I think.
Yeah.
You have what's great too is you did the tournament rules in it, which is super cool.
Set up the tournament guidelines for the GM.
Which is awesome.
Right. One of the comments on that too is just for the backers. It's as a tournament module written for 4 hours. It's not 50 pages long, right?
Yeah,
but it's thick with adventure. Right? Every room has a purpose. Items and actions are relative to other events or locations or things within the module, so that if you miss something, the adventure doesn't end, but you could potentially miss a clue of foreshadowing for something to come. And that was one of the things that, I don't know, maybe I just got dumb lucky, but it just turned out that way where I read through it again, and I'm like, man, they missed that item, but they still got to the point they needed to, and the excitement wasn't lost. So super happy with the outcome, and that's the plan for them. So thanks for the question.
Yeah, great question, Brass. Let me see. I'm going to go down the comments a little bit here. Marcus Shark says he registered late for the hotel room, was $126 a night. I mean, that's
not bad.
Deal.
It's not bad.
For a con, that's a great price. Look at this question. Blair Blur says, who's going to be in your room? Are you asking who's going to be in my room? I don't know if I'm ready to say who it's going to be in there.
Sugar Baby's going to be in my room, so
Yeah. So Mark the Shark comes back and says, me and my daughter, LOL. I love it. The question was not for me. Mark says there are times it should be quiet, and he thinks. I love it. Brass, looking forward to getting my copy. That's awesome. Yeah.
Good. I thought he was looking for Ward to get him his copy, and Jim passed away, sweetheart. It was a good friend of mine.
Getting forward. Yeah, forward. Let me see. Looking forward to getting my copy. Yeah. Going to be okay. Yeah. Let me think here. I did say, Agile, I saw in the chat. Thank you. I don't know what that is, but I saw something about jewels. So I wanted to thank you. Something about stay hydrated. Okay.
Agile was thanking you for your jewels on your YouTube shorts and other videos. Referencing.
Okay. Is that what jewels are? I don't even know what they are. So
thank you for fully explaining that, because I was worried for a moment.
Yeah, I don't even know what that. I don't know.
Not those jewels.
Okay. Thank goodness. Yeah.
Yeah. Another. I guess. Are you guys ready for another 3 hours, or what are we doing?
No, I'm probably going to pumpkin in a couple minutes, dude.
Reminder to hydrate. I will say, you guys, this has been really fun tonight. And Greg, I'm glad that you jumped on. Chris, I'm super glad you came on too. This is so much fun.
Angelo's always well spent. Yes.
The Saturday nights are the hangout, man. It's just, I was going to reach out to Mark Taramino too, and I totally forgot from the last minute. And He would have been.
That guy's a machine.
I think he's
took
doing a lot of work right now. So he
he's
might
doing
not have
fulfillment too. Yeah, he just shipped out like 140.
I'd love to hear about what he's doing. So
yeah,
we'll try to we'll do this again next week.
This is your future, Greg. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Well, I may be.
Go ahead.
I'm planning to limit to 2, maybe 3 a year.
We'll talk again in a year and see if you haven't changed your mind.
It's going to be.
That guy's a machine. He's a machine.
He is.
I don't even understand.
That's right.
He does crank them out faster than I do. So which is saying something really when you think about it.
Yeah. But he's awesome. He is. He has been such a good
guy too.
Yeah. I can only say great things about him, and that's why I back him as well.
Well, and I think we're going to have a charity event where we name his kidney stone.
Did he save that? Did he save it?
His kidney stone.
Yeah. Which is now the cornerstone of the new library in New York. Holy cow, jeez.
Yeah, and Brass Monkey says, don't forget tomorrow's Mother's Day. Don't forget your moms. Good night and God bless. Take care, guys.
Good advice. Thanks,
Brass. Thank you so much. Yeah, tomorrow is Mother's Day. I won't see my mom, which she's 1,000 miles away. I usually try to surprise her, but it didn't work out. But this time I'll be down in California later in the month or something, I think, before hopefully. But tomorrow I'll be at the fire station doing a 24-hour shift. So I might I got some, if I have some downtime, I'll got to do some writing.
Well, we're old, so Marsha's the matriarch. She's the only one I got to worry about anymore. So
yeah.
Jimison says change your socks. I would say that's probably the hydrate, take 800 of Motrin and change your socks. Always change your socks. Always. Underwear, that's a different story. But socks,
who cares about that? I mean, who's wearing it? Who's wearing underwear? I mean, yeah.
What kind of channel is this?
I know.
And that's a whole other
shameless plug for a lot of things as we get out of here. I do want to say check out Advanced Fantasy Games. Even though this Kickstarter is closed, go on there and check it out and
read the story. Yeah, read the story.
And also, I think it's going to be available eventually on Drive-Thru, right?
Yeah, I submitted the PDF meets all the criteria. I submitted it on Friday. They said wait 3 days, it'll be available. So I should be. My goal, my belief is, I should be shipping PDFs and have all physical copies in the mail no later than Tuesday night. That's my goal. If it's another day after that, it is. Right.
And then when you get the link for Drive-Thru, give me that link and we'll put it up and we'll bring it in here and we'll talk about that too. So
and if you want to save the shipping, you can just bring my copy to EggCon and drop it off at my booth and call it a day.
I've already shipped you your
copy in your pocket along with.
You said, you were a special first rounder, dude.
So. Oh well, all right.
We'll in the future we'll link you to the so people can get the PDF or a print version and all that later on. Chris, as we know, Chris is got his
probably Monday finishing Ritual of the Golden Eyes, which will include Mr. Greg's submission as well as one from don't help me, I can do this. Daniel Cross, who also writes RPGs. I'll have to introduce you to him one of these fine days, Angela.
Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. I can't wait to see you guys at Acon. I mean, I'll see Chris.
Dude, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time.
We'll go out and we'll have fun and I hope to get into your game and I'll try to put on my I didn't read the module hat. So
I'll just put on my I'll change everything on you hat.
There you go. Don't you damn change a thing. But anyways, and Simpson, thank you for the super chat. And he says peace out. Oh man, trying to get this up and I keep hitting the button again. He says peace out, y'all. Thanks for the great show. Keep it up. Fun watching all the new members. Yeah, talking about new members. Wow, that was crazy,
Amazing.
guys. Tonight,
that,
I
yeah.
really appreciate the support, and it means so much to me that you know, for those of you guys that are you know, it just means the community means so much to me. So thank you guys for your support on this, and those of you guys that upgraded your memberships and became a gifted member. Check out some of the you know, there's not a lot yet, but we're working on some perks for members. You know, right now it's very bare bones, but you know, we'll see what happens. But thank you guys, and check it out, and you know, check out the videos that are on there. You know, that I have. The newest series that I have coming out right now. I know I'm gonna shamelessly plug. Is called the Dungeon Masterclass, and where I'm just going through 10 videos of different things to for new DMs and old DMs, you know, old DMs. We all can learn from the way I learn how to dungeon master is from people like Chris and people like Brady.
I'm sorry.
And yeah, unfortunately I learned a little bit from this guy, but I mean, you know, it's our job to pass on what we learn. So I kind of collected some stuff and put it in long form video. Tell me if you like it. If you don't, grab me through the screen and slap the crap out of me, you know.
Right.
But yeah, give it a look. I just one's coming out. Well, the orientation came out Friday. The one on the DM mindset came out today, and tomorrow I dive into my DM toolkit. What I suggest for the starting DM, and I'll give you a hint. One of it is dice
and a Seagram's bag,
pencils.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Pencils. Graph paper,
I'm sorry, Crown Royal bag.
And obviously the rule books. That's all you need to start as a DM. You don't need all this other fluff. But
don't forget with dice, Angelo, it's extra dice.
Well,
that's right.
You know, I'm
set.
kind of a minimalist. I recommend just getting 1 or 2 sets to start. You don't have to get nuts. So I just kind of tried to lay it out very simple. Just you guys just, you know, don't worry about the fluff.
That's my dice bag. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I use.
Exactly. Yeah, one set of dice. That's all you need. Bring it to the table. Boom. Yeah. Everybody
Unless
usually
I'm playing something besides D&D. But yeah.
Angelo's comments from a guy about dice with a Crown Royal bag stuffed to the brim with dice.
There's not as many. There's not as many
in
here. There's not as many as you think, but I do have certain things that I talked about, like these. I like to bring these to the table.
Dude, that's a bag of holding. Who are you kidding?
But anyways, and then my collab video comes out with Tenkar on Monday, and a couple other videos too. So go check those out, guys. It's fun stuff. I love making long form videos, and you might even find an interview with DM Greg in there. You never know. Yeah. But anyways, fun stuff tonight. Fun stuff. Any parting words, guys?
I was just looking. I have a dice bag that's about the size of a pillowcase, but
I
don't actually use it, but I do have one.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. After so many years, you accumulate so many dice. But do you really? You know, I don't know.
You know, yeah.
Probably
you know,
have
a little.
20 in there.
That's all. 20 D20s.
Yeah.
Well, and I was very good friends with Don Rentz, and still am. And that doesn't help you to have less dice. It doesn't.
Night, Dan.
Yeah. Hey, good night, Dan. Hey, thank you so much, buddy. It's really good to have you on here.
That was an incredible thing you did.
Your generosity, man.
He's a good guy.
And I can't wait to meet you at Acon, apparently. So yeah, we'll
dude,
Dan's
Angelo, I'm going to be starting up my first edition campaign again next month. Dan's going to be in it.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's going to be at the table. He's gonna be at the
okay.
I met him through Tennessee Tabletop Tavern, which is Jeff.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. So you guys are gonna have a physical game though.
Yeah.
Face to face. Oh, lucky you, man.
Yeah.
That is the best. That is so cool. Are you running it? You're running it?
Yeah. I'm gonna run. It's all Greyhawk.
Dude. I was literally gonna hit the boot button on here if you didn't say that. Okay. Literally almost like removed you from the chat. Well, that's really cool. Where in Greyhawk are you starting?
Wherever they want to start. So
okay, good. Yeah.
It's kind of a, let's put it this way. It is their choice. The last one that
Robert Seton, see you later, buddy. Thank you.
The last campaign started with one of the side quests out of the box set for Greyhawk. It was the vineyard where the goblins stole the
yes,
the goblins stole something, a wheel or something.
Yes.
But so that's where we started. So I don't know. I kind of the opening bid is we let the players decide for the most part.
You know, it's funny that you say that because in the series that I'm doing, video 3 is starting point, and I talk about starting point, and I'm a firm believer in all you need is a starting point and a hole in the ground.
Right.
You keep it simple. I think a lot of DMs get crazy where they have to draw all the mountain ranges and this and that. You know, there's a time and place for that. You know, obviously like Chris has made his own world, and you know, in Greyhawk you don't have to do that. And if you want to make your own world, sure, but start simple and let your world develop.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like Chris's Castle Wolfmoon area didn't, you know, it started small and then it got big.
It was a town and a cap. That was it. That was the whole thing. A town and
it was a town. Yeah. And then it turned into this big ass.
Now it's a world.
Now it's a world. But it doesn't happen that way overnight. It develops. And I think that burns out a lot of new DMs because they think, oh my God, I got to figure out all the rivers and this and the mountains and why is this here? And blah, blah, blah. No, dude, no, you don't have to do that. Start with a starting point, whether it's a town or a village or a whatever, and then figure out a situation and a hole in the ground. Boom, done. Start that way.
All right.
But anyways, all right, cool.
What is
thanks
this,
for your
Angelo?
self-promotion there, Tabletop Tavern. I appreciate it.
He's close.
This is Julius Caesar ordering 5 beers. Okay.
All right. Let's get out of here, guys.
It's me
Thank
saying
you guys
goodnight,
so
I think.
much.
Yes.
All right. Next time. Adios, muchachos.
All right, man.
Bye-bye.
Night, everybody.
Good night.
All right. Bye.